were with 15 years old in the World Finals, so yeah, really impressive.
Well, thank you both so much. And before I let you head back to your desk, could you give one more comment before we get started?
Today is going to be very long, but let me tell you, I am very, very excited because the amount of talent we've seen throughout the club event, throughout the qualification campaign, through eFootball Open, we've had nearly 40 million people try and qualify to get to this stage. Now we're down to the final 16 from each platform. We're going to see some of the best eFootball played in the world. Yeah,
let's take a good spot at your home or wherever you are to watch fantastic eFootball games, take some popcorn, some drinks, and please, we'll be ready. It will be a long, long day, but a really emotional moment for all the players, all the fans, all the communities around the world, because the very best players are ready to go.
That's right. All right. Thank you both so much for your insight, and I'm looking forward to this exciting day. All right. Thank you both. See you later. All right. And up next, I have a big thank you I have to give to our sponsor. So thank you so much to the tournament's technical sponsor, NTT Docomo, for providing equipment to the mobile players so that they can perform at their very best. All right, and up next, I'd like to introduce our viewing campaign. So currently, there is a viewer campaign going on. If you watch the eFootball World Finals from inside the game, you'll receive 1,000 eFootball points. Don't miss out on this chance, and for those of you wondering, there will also be one tomorrow as well. So make sure you stay tuned during both days. Also, we'd like to introduce a special badge, as you can see here on the screen. For the players who made it to the World Finals, they will all receive a special pin badge, as you can see, the bronze there. And for those who make it to tomorrow, they will receive a silver badge, but only the champion. The champion gets a special gold badge. All right, so those of you who play, if you see them in game, you'll know who you're playing against. Now, without further ado, it is time to kick off the World Finals. All right, we're about to start our first match of the day with Mobile Group A. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Tomboy! Versus Elmo Man! All right, players, please prepare for your matches and good luck.
Yes, thank you very much, Kate. Harry here. We were just on the stage a minute ago, but I'm here with Alex Alguacil. Alex, we're here. It's been a long, long campaign to make it to this point, but we are just moments away from kicking off the eFootball World Finals of 2024. First of all, how are you doing? It must be very exciting to be here, sitting and watching the action from the commentary booth. I know you'd rather be up there, but of course, you're here with me, which isn't a bad seat.
No, it's really amazing to be right there in front of the player. I'm feeling the same emotion that we saw those faces. No, they are making the debut here at the World Final, and I feel what they are feeling right now. And it's always so difficult the first game because you haven't really played at the stage already, and you don't really understand how everything's going on, and but we'll see. So happy to be here, Harry. I think it's gonna be a fantastic journey. After a lot of time, I think the best are there at the stage. Yes, looking forward to see.
Well, that's the beauty of having you here. You've been there on the stage before. You've competed at this level, so you'll be able to talk through and try and put the feelings of the players on the stage through to the audience at home. You can see our first match, Mr. Tomboy, massive following from India, taking on El Momin from Morocco. We have to talk about Mr. Tomboy first. Qualified through the Arsenal FC club event, had a wonderful showing there. has a big following behind him. I have to ask you, it can work in your favor, big fan support, but there's also a lot of pressure that comes with that as well.
Well, I think he handled it every time. He knows he have a lot of people rooting for him from home. It's a historical debut, as I mentioned before, for India, the PES historical World Finals. And we'll see. He's going to be playing with Arsenal versus Elmo Mind with Bayern Munich. It's going to be a really interesting matchup. Especially Arsenal is very common on between the players because they are really skilled, they are really fluid and to play with. But on the other hand, maybe Bayern Munich has the best defender, the best goalkeeper. It's going to be a really tough matchup. We will see afterwards those formations. Initially, let's say it's probably the favorite versus the underdog, but this is World Finals, and you never know what's going to happen until it's happened.
Absolutely not. We also have his opponent, you touched on him there, El Mamin from Morocco, just 21 years of age, I think. The youth in this type of tournament, we see it in real-world football. Sometimes commentators talk about it where you play with no fear. You have
the prediction right there.
No expectations. Yeah, you see the prediction. Actually, we're seeing more.
Impress.
The tomboy is going to be the favorite, but
I will see
at home.
No, as you mentioned, this is really interesting. At the end, mobile platform eSport history. This is just the second edition of the World Finals. So there is no really time enough to have a really good experience at this world stage, opposite than on console where probably all the players have been competing for 10 years or even more. So it's really interesting because it's difficult to handle that pressure. Because on mobile, it's difficult to reach that stage. And we'll see. I think because the cameras, the lights, the sounds, you have a public in front of you. And it's not like you've been at home, because at home, you're chilling at your sofa, comfortable, and it's a different history. And how much I love to be offline, face-to-face, seeing the emotion, looking at your opponent like, I'm ready, are you? And that's the best feeling ever.
Something tells me we're going to see a lot of those mind games here today. Like you say, you can't replicate the offline experience. El Mamin from Morocco, we touched on him briefly, seems to be a fan favorite at home. They seem to think he's going to be taking the majority of the points here. A quick recap, this is the group stages. Only one per group. The winner of each group will make it to the knockout stages tomorrow. You get 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, and none if you lose the game. It's been playing since PES 2006. Also, well, PES 5 was my first PES, so maybe I outdate him a little bit. But at 21 years of age, he would have started very, very young.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, surely he have all the brothers or cousins where mostly of us have started. Let's talk about mobile, because mainly maybe not people are used to watch it and on eSport, but it's so interesting because it's so amazing to play on mobile, because at the end it's really similar on console, and you practically can do the same movement, the same tricks on both platforms, and it's so cool to watch. We'll see. Normally, mobile used to be more frenetic games, but you know, this is the world stage. Both of them should be really nervous. So the first moment to get into the game, to take the right pace, so it will be so important. And but you know, this is something new for most of them. First appearance at the World Finals for both, so you never know what will be the reaction.
Definitely never know. I'm hearing we may just need a little bit longer to get the game ready, which means we can talk more about the differences. You said earlier we're going to see console today as well, 2 different platforms. We have the mobile version of eFootball, which is fantastic, free to play. It's such an enjoyable experience being able to play eFootball. And also one thing we've seen, and it's worth noting because it's relevant here to Tomboy, we're seeing new regions emerge. India, very, very strong at the mobile esports aspect, definitely of eFootball. We're seeing more and more regions come together under this new platform.
Point. Yeah, because on console, it's not really common to see India play at the world stage. Here, not just the appearance, they are so good, and many players. Same happened as Indonesia, Japan, China. Those countries are, well, becoming so good on mobile, and I think it will grow up with the pass of the time. Special mention of the Brazilians, where it's a community that for always they are the best, so one of the best every year. And I would like to see more Spanish come in the future. I think it's something that we need to prepare a Spanish community. But anyway, on console we have been one of the best as well. So that's it. I think that's new opportunity for all of them. I think just being here in Tokyo, Japan, playing at the World Finals.
Yes.
It's a fantastic opportunity that Konami and the game is bringing to you. I think it's a memory they're gonna have on mind for the rest of their lives, and that's the best thing, this weekend.
You mentioned you want to see more Spaniards. I feel like that's maybe a shot at British players. Let's not go there. We won't go down that rabbit hole, but we can fill in the audience if it's your first time watching eFootball. There were two different ways you could qualify here for the World Finals. We have our club event champions, our representatives from our FC club events that we've been having since, I think the first one was back in February.
Exactly.
FC Barcelona back then. We were in Barcelona for that one. We had Bayern as well as Inter. We had lots of the partner clubs hold these competitions to find the champions. So we, for each of those, had a mobile and a console champion. They are here using those clubs. We also have another method of qualifying, and all of this, by the way, was open to everyone at home. We mentioned earlier, almost 40 million people tried qualifying for this competition.
And the last phase was, oh wow, the regionals were really dramatically exploding of emotions, and yeah, that was the last ball. Look, we have a image footage from the sub room where the players are gonna play the.
The other way was the eFootball Open, Alex, just to quickly go back to that. Being able to compete from home throughout the season meant if you were watching one of the club events or watching maybe this World Finals, you could plug in your mobile, you could plug in your controller, you could try and qualify, which is the best way. It's the only way esports.
It's happening to me. When I used to travel a lot, I becoming so common playing on mobile because, I'm not every time at the home playing with my console. So now I'm becoming not that bad playing on mobile, but yeah, not at the level that the players are gonna playing today on the World Final.
Yeah, we are going to see some incredible action here today. We're getting closer and closer to the match. I will say we saw, as you mentioned, Alex, a brief look at the training room. All 16 from mobile, 16 from console here in Tokyo. Some of them will be head down practicing. Some of them will be waiting to watch their countrymen, their friends, and their fellow competitors take the stage. Which one were you? Because I know with the console, typically you would want to train and get as many repetitions in as possible. Would you prefer that, or would you prefer to kind of see what to expect on the stage?
But this is depend the player, and I mean there's some player that want to play till yesterday night, till they can even open their eyes. There's some others that prefer to chill, give a walk around the city just to be fresh on today's
That's
games.
Definitely.
I want more on that hand. But lately, I'm more common to be playing until the last moment. I don't know. I think it depends on the age. When I was young, I prefer just to hang out, be fresh on mind, and then be ready for the tournament. But yeah, it's super interesting. I think they have a great facility here at the HQ. They have their own spot to log in their accounts, be playing with the countrymate or your opponents, and it's so interesting. The way that, well, at the end you have your space, because I think it's the most important at these kind of tournaments to feel like comfortable, because you are completely out of your comfort zone. You are not with your family, you are not with your friend, you are just yourself here at the World Finals, and you need to be strong mentally, because at this level, Harry, half or 50% or something about who's gonna win is about mentality.
The brain.
And, you need to be so good on this level because everyone is so good here.
Something tells me we're going to see that as quite a defining factor here today. A lot of mental games. We can see as well some of the motivations from some of the players. You say it can be a mental game. We can reference Elmer Mean. We got to chat to him before. He said his aspiration is essentially to try and sign an official contract. And this is a great way to do it. We have so many professional eFootball leagues around the world. You win the World Finals, you're very top of that list.
Yeah, that's a fact that some of the player has come to this event with some experience this year at offline events. Some of them have qualified directly via online. So at some point, that's really interesting because it's some experience, those extra experience that you have on your opponent, not that you could take advantage of on today. Yeah, for sure, 100%. It happens. It's all about experience, it's all about practice. And if you haven't, you need to improve it for this time.
Well, we got to speak about it briefly on the stage, Alex. And while we've got a little bit of time, making sure everything is fine on the stage, making sure competitive integrity is paramount at this level, we could take a look at the schedule because we only got to speak briefly about it on the stage. There's some matches in here I know you are very, very excited for. It's going to be a long day, but as I said before, we see all 32 players that have qualified here for the World Finals. I gotta ask, which one are you most looking forward to?
Yeah, you mentioned the Jacks, the North American player versus Dennis Berner from Indonesia. I really have a special interest to see the performance of Dennis Berner and Chomkata from Thailand. I've been playing against them in Indonesia last year, and a fully great experience I have playing eFootball. And on the other hand, obviously, the favorites, the winners of the club events, Talon Swift of FC Bayern Munich, Juninho, the Manchester United champion, are the ones to have a look at on today's group stage. On the other hand, on console, we all know what are the biggest names right there. No, if you are in South America, the Arsenal style, everyone knows him. He's doing a great job in the recent years. That's true. This is his first appearance at the World Finals, but you know that this man don't need experience to be at the good level. And also, great names in Europe. To mention Indominator, he's a really common player. He made their first appearances back in the 17-18 at the World Finals when we were playing on co-op. And but right now, second appearance in a row at the World Finals, and that would be really impressive. Clubbed by the Portuguese player, have a lot of people rooting for him, and Real Fabiano, which if he performed at the same level that at the club event, this will be so good to watch.
Well, we can see here, Alex, we are just about ready to get the game underway. Just some final pre-match tactics. This is where
interesting.
This is where you earn your money. You love to dig into the tactics. So why don't you talk me through some of the things we're seeing from both sides, of course, the Tomboy representing Arsenal.
We see clearly Harry, one will go forward to attack, and on the other hand, Elmo Mine will be really defensive formation, out wide play style. Try to make struggle Tomboy on the build-up, and it's really interesting to see the matchup, the formation. We'll see the big-time cards, Alphonso Davies, on Arsenal, Tomiyasu. That card is really impressive, how cool he is. He defends all on top, on the bottom, is so strong. And I think we're gonna miss maybe Kai Havertz player, we said the gold card. And but we'll see. I think it's important to see how equal are those matchups in terms of one will be running so forward so quickly, and the other hand will try to defend itself and then quick counters to make surprise your opponent. And here we go.
Something tells me we are going to see a lot of tactics today be the difference maker. Well, we're on the way. The eFootball Championship 2024 World Finals is now kicked off. We have Mr. Tomboy representing Arsenal, our Arsenal FC Club Event champion. He will be attacking the right-hand goal from the left side. On the other side, Elmo Mine, our eFootball Open qualifier for this group.
Who set the pace at this early time of the game? Look at this one.
Tail to Musiala, cut up by Saliba. And it's a big question we've been asking ourselves, Alex, while we prepare for the World Finals. These eFootball Open qualifiers who got to this stage through the open format, what teams did they choose? What clubs? And that could be something that could make or break their World Finals. Davies here near side,
obviously,
or Elmo Mine.
Both teams really offered completely different ideas of how to play of football. Arsenal is really comfortable team to play with. They have a lot of option in attack. Great fake shot. And as I said, we'll be careful with those crosses, eh?
Oof, very close to getting on the end of that one. It's still alive here for Smith Rowe, but Upamecano is able to clear.
Let's mention that opposite than on console, on mobile, is becoming really common to reach the wings to those stunning crosses, which are the safer way to shock your opponent and taking the lead.
So 25 minutes gone. It is Tomboy 0, Elmer Mine 0. Party is being hassled on the ball.
They are having big respect each other at the moment.
Neither player on the stage wants to concede the first goal of the World Finals here on the stage. Rice to Jesus. Odegaard is there as well. Nketiah. His control let him down a little bit, did what he could, but now it's time for the Moroccan El Mamin to try and conjure up a counter-attack. But that's great pressure from Tomboy.
Yep. At the end, Tomboy has accumulated like an extra power on the left wing, try with the left forward to drag the defenders to have more blinks, more spaces in the right side. We'll see if he found them. At the moment, everything seems really tight at the moment. No, not really spaces at all. Just everyone looking for force those mistakes back in the defense.
Kimmich down this near side. El Mamin
King Coleman.
And start to power forward now. Musiala. Leon Goretzka.
Oh, that's a good one. Really strong Magallanes.
Half-time is approaching. You can see that little pause logo in the top right as well. One of our players on the stage has queued up a pause in the action to try and maybe change some tactics. Here's that far side you were talking about. Wow. Smith Rowe, though, dispossessed, and he will win himself a corner very close to half-time.
Really lovely rhythm change after the fake shot.
Would be a great time to score a goal, Alex, just before half-time.
Yeah. It's complicated, eh? It's so important to be smart at these set pieces.
What has Mr. Tomboy been practicing in the lead up here?
Far exposed? Oh, short pass.
Oh, across the floor towards Jesus, but that one's cut out, and no minutes added on. The first half remains goalless. Some of the statistics we can see, not really too much to talk about. We thought it would be this way at the World Finals, Alex. Very attritional, very much trying to figure out your opponent, and it ends the first half. El Mamin 0, Mr. Tomboy 0.
Well, we usually see more frenetic games on mobile platform. We seems they both have the idea to not to make or not to concede big mistakes at the defense that are maybe forcing them to have a low pace. That's not helping for finding those blanks. Look at this one, and the cross is coming.
It's a wonderful ball out to Lima.
Great defended.
Gabriel just got his body in between.
Special mention, Harry, that they don't really like at all to use Hurricane. So, yeah, they both have a weak striker for wing a header, and that's why once he has the space with Lima to make the cross, he waited to have a maybe closer option, maybe looking into a pass, and where usually we will see different teams during the tournament where the chance to make a long cross is a really good option to make it.
It's fascinating. We spoke about it a lot throughout the qualification campaign. Oftentimes we see players that, for example, Mr. Tomboy, qualifying with Arsenal, had a lot of success because he really dug deep into the nucleus of the club. What are the strengths and weaknesses of the squad? And one of those things, of course, is the fact you have the likes of Kai Havertz, some tall bodies to really use inside the box. And
yep.
We'll see if he's able to put it into effect here. Smith Rowe has a
look at this one.
Through to Martin Odegaard, past up Upamecano, cross towards Nketiah, tries to improvise.
That's a great block.
And they licked away.
We see, Harry, because we are about to see maybe the substitution I think I'm 100% sure will be the key moment of the game. Because right now the stamina goes down, and those sprints are not the same.
You can just feel the tension building here on the stage. Still 0-0,
one goal changed everything.
Odegaard, Party combining in the midfield, but you almost think at this stage, I mean, we're talking a round-robin group, but only the winner will qualify for the knockout stages. Sure, you don't want to lose, but a draw.
They both need to risk way more, Harry. I think they haven't really shown practically nothing at the moment. They are really solid with the formation, really wide formation, both even if Tomboy is with quick counter. We'll see, we'll see. I think substitution is the only option to
That's a good ball,
change.
though. Jesus around the corner to Nketiah. Can he get there first? The ball just ahead of him.
It's really interesting to see Nketiah instead of Martinelli or Kai Havertz.
Look at the space here for Partey in the midfield. Can maybe
Right.
carry the ball forward, but Goretzka here for El Mamin is able to
Koeman.
intercept, and Koeman inside now
Oh,
to Musiala.
oh,
Who's that
that's
on the
it.
overlap?
Lima.
It's Lima. Can we
That's
see
it.
maybe the first goal?
Alma mine!
What a way to introduce yourself to the World Finals.
I was scared because obviously Lima is not the best to have that kind of chances, but you know, he was almost in front of the goal, and great definition. What a moment for the Moroccan player, taking the lead at this point. Yes, I guess it's 15 minutes left, and wow, shocking result. This start of the World Final, surprised a little bit, but obviously still time for the Indian player, for Mr. Tomboy, to react.
El Mamin has struck gold on the stage, and I fear Mr. Tomboy's fans, obviously a big backing from India. These mobile games, they go very, very fast. Is there enough time? I think we're in the 78th minute, there or thereabouts. Is there time
Yeah,
for Mr. Tomboy still to
Well,
get two
even
goals?
we have to mention the games on mobile are a little bit shorter than on console, but it's
Right.
still enough time. The kickoff will be so important for Mr. Tomboy. Also mentioned that the formation of the Moroccan player really work on, because he's really defensive, try to wait those secondary lines going forward and appear someone which is not really used it at the attack, but you know, well done by Momain. Great goal. And difficulties, because right now 15 minutes left, you start to think, oh, I'm about to lose. It's like I have to react, I have to do something, and it's when it's so easy for El Momain to have another chance to score the second goal and game over. But we'll see.
We will see. And I do wonder, you were asking just moments previous, you need to see more risks. You want to see some more loose gameplay. I wonder if maybe that's what Mr. Tomboy was trying to do, force the issue. And
Yeah.
then the flip side of that, so much space open in the back end, and it's our Moroccan who opens the scoring.
We'll see. That's only the superstars of eFootball are the ones who really know when they have to risk or when they have to play safe. But we'll see. Look, now Arsenal is playing too risking in kind of like the short passes.
Well, Mr. Tomboy,
You need to be calm. He's still having time.
our
Take his
Arsenal representative for the mobile platform, has just over 5 in-game minutes plus stoppage
We
time
see.
to find himself an equaliser. Oh, that one's bounced unluckily.
Yeah, it's clear. Yes, maybe 1-2 chances for Mr. Tomboy. El Momain playing full defensive, which makes sense. Winning World Goals up, first game of the tournament. Now full offensive. Mr. Tomboy, that means Tomiyasu will go forward as another striker. So
90th
we'll see.
minute.
This has to be the chance, eh? Probably the last one.
Oh, Jesus
2 minutes.
was running in around the back, but
Since the ref, I think, will be over.
I think so. Our Arsenal representative has fallen here on the stage. It is El Mamin, the Moroccan, who takes the first win of the eFootball Championship 2024 World Finals. Mohamed El Mamin, congratulations. 3 points, a great way to start Group A. The perfect game. One shot, one on target, 1-0.
Yeah, really shocking that first result of the tournament, because obviously we knew the capabilities of Mr. Tomboy, but El Momin really was quite smart, because he was like waiting behind, being really solid at the formation, approaching the old white game style, to not looking for the first attempt, you know, looking for those secondary attempts to really make the spaces to surprise your opponent. And obviously, if you have one chances and you score and you win it, perfect match. That's it.
It is, and I fear for Mr. Tomboy, it's not the result he would have wanted.
But still not over for him.
As you say, not over for him.
No.
I think he'll be disappointed with the result. The performance, maybe he was wishing he took more risks, but for his fans, for India as a nation, he's still alive in this tournament. Gets a lot more difficult for him, but he's not out yet.
Yeah, obviously the first result is forced to win both games. That's still left for him, but it's still everything possible. We will keep informing how it's going on groups during the tournament, but we'll see. Excited to see in the coming games, but first, let's gonna see what they have to say to us.
Yeah, in just a moment we'll be able to hear from both of our players, I believe. And well, I think it's only fair we hear, first of all, from Mr. Tomboy. Lots of fans at home. Kate, let's hear from him now. Kate, over to you. I think Kate is just waiting for us to be ready. I'm hearing in my ear, we're waiting for the interpreter, and maybe that's why Alex is gone. But now, finally, over to, it's a live event, people. Kate in the interview zone with Alex and, of course, Mr. Tomboy as well.
All right, so our interviewers are ready. How are you feeling and how was the match?
In the first
think it's funny to friends, old friends coming here at the World Finals. Obviously, for me, my role now is quite different, but I still enjoying the World Finals at the same. But well, looking forward for the coming games. We never stop. Keep going.
That's right. We got a long way to go. All right. Thank you so much, Alex. I'll let you head back to the seat, and I'll call in for the next match. All right, everybody. Up next, we have Mobile Group D. Please give a warm welcome to Juninho! Versus Brave S10! All right, players, please prepare for your match and good luck. Please bump fists.
Look at them, they're so locked in. They don't know what to do with themselves. But it's time, Alex, to kick off Group D. They're locked in. They're ready to go.
There's something new for them, no? We said on console, most of the players are used to play at the big stages, and on mobile is something new, no? At the end, obviously, this is the world stage. In the case of Juninho, he comes from winning the Manchester United club event at Old Trafford. It was a fantastic event, but it's a different story today. I think new opponents, a new tournament, and there's a lot of information for a player, which is really difficult to deal with. So it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with the new challenge approaching him today.
You're absolutely right. I am particularly interested to see how Juninho performs. You had the pleasure, of course, to commentate over him at Old Trafford just a couple of months ago now. Would have been back in May. Had an eventful time there, didn't he? All the way from Brazil. Earned his spot here to represent his chosen club, Manchester United. That's who he will be controlling. But having seen in the first match, our Arsenal club event champion wasn't able to perform. I wonder, is there that extra bit of pressure having qualified through the club event and knowing you wear the kit on the stage of that club? Is there that extra pressure that maybe some of these eFootball Open qualifier players maybe don't have?
I think the pressure is on himself, of the spectacle he has created after one event on Manchester United, because, his family, his community, all the Brazilian fans, which they are a lot, are having him as the main man from Brazil into the mobile platform to win this weekend. But, well, we'll see. I think you have you yourself, as a player, you need to deal with that. You know until which point you really want to feel that pressure. So, I mean, we'll see. First game is so important. We'll see how he performs against Brave S10, the Thailand player, which having next to him Talon Sui that we will play afterwards, or Chonkata, probably not really have everybody that much attention on him. But, he's another pro player coming in the E-Thai League, and it will be so tough opponent to face for Juninho for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned has played in Thai competitions, but this is his first international competition, I believe.
Exactly.
So you touched upon it earlier. There's a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of information to digest. Yep. It's not just you turn up, you play, you go home. You have to know where you need to be, when.
Yeah,
there's a lot of different rules, so it's important to be able to adapt on the day. And this being his first international competition could be maybe something that makes him come unstuck a little bit.
No, if you want to prove you are the best in the world, you need to beat yourself in every area, no? Be in a different country, outside your comfort zone, and here, in front of everybody, prove you are the best. So, yeah, mentally, it's tough, but you have to deal with. That's it. There's no excuses. You have to prove it right now.
You absolutely do, and we're coming to the end of our first block of mobile games, Alex. We haven't seen a draw yet, have we? All the points have gone one way, and we're going to talk about it again as we see some of the predictions.
Yep.
The Thailand fans coming through and thinking Braves in his international debut is going to take home the 3 points. It's important with the way these groups work. Only one will enter the knockout stages. So if you can get 3 points, it goes without saying more valuable than a draw.
Yep, no, 100%. We'll see. I think clearly different formation. Out wide is like a really formation of Juninho focus into the Juninho into the midfield, into the center. But having the play style of the wide will make those CMF, though Eriksen big time, and Amrabat going to the wide, like running exactly as a wing position, left wing and right wing position. It will be so interesting. And Rashford and Haaland on top are so important. On the other hand, Inter Milan, which is impressive, no? I think not really people that much are common to play with, but they gave you a lot of options. Lautaro big time is so good. Marcus Thuram. I think he has a lot to say. And we'll see. I think all the odds are on Juninho, but we have seen how good Chonkata play. His countrymate has to be the same good as him, so we'll see.
We definitely will. Am I right in saying it's our first time seeing someone use FC Inter today? We're going to see, I feel, they're a bit of a sleeper club to use. We've seen, obviously, Barcelona, we've seen a lot of Arsenal, but now we're seeing Manchester United take on FC Inter in the game. Lots of strong players in there. The game is just about to kick off, Alex. We'll see if Braves can use Inter to his advantage against the Juninho-controlled Manchester United. We're underway. It's United left to right, controlled by their mobile club event winner, the champion, Juninho. And it's Braves controlling the Italian club, FC Inter.
How cool is Harry to analyze the position they play on mobile? Look, most of the play goes down, looking to the bottom, and Juninho playing chilling. Like, look, I like it. I think it's not comfortable for me, but when you get used to play like that, it's your way of play. We'll see, eh?
There's a lot of body language definitely to analyse, and we'll come back to it as it's actually Braves looking to try and maybe break the lines here. Who can he find? Calhanoglu inside to big-time Lautaro Martinez card, but you're right. Having this season be the club events, the offline events.
We have someone interesting there in the Premier League. We will see afterwards.
I'm sure we'll be hearing from him a little bit later on, but for now, as we said, mobile this time being in the offline events, we're seeing, as you said, the body language, but also the fact they use the microfiber cloths, the towels, to make sure their hands aren't sweating, make sure their thumbs don't slip on the screen. Very interesting. Here comes Juninho, though, the Brazilian on the far side. Can't quite.
Something's going on for Braves now. We'll see what's happened.
Here's Bruno.
Playing, what's going on? Rashford
over to Delo now. 1-2, lovely around the corner, but that's good defending.
We'll see. I think it's so interesting. I think we have seen many clubs. Now, first time for Manchester United and Inter Milan into the tournament. Ooh. The good thing of at this point, like every team really offers way different way of play, because you need to get adapted to the player you are using. As we mentioned before, the ones who won the club event are forced to play with that team into the World Final, but the ones coming from the regionals, etc., use the team that really best suit for them.
30 minutes gone. It is Juninho 0, Braves 0. Juninho now on the attack, looking for Rasmus Højlund, but cleared away once again. The defensive work from players here at the World Finals, especially on the mobile platform, has been really strong. Oftentimes you see a fair few mistakes because the control can be difficult holding the phones, but so far so good, and that just goes to show the quality as Braves has won himself a corner.
Yeah, completely. Both formations are really neutral one to each other. No one of them are really finding those superiority, and that's why we haven't seen any chance at the moment. We'll see. Corner kicks will be so demanding for make the difference. We'll see. That's a really interesting one. The short pass, but look. Ooh. Bruno Fernandes.
Away at the front post, and half-time rapidly approaching. We'll see if we see any of those half-time subs. For now, the Englishman Rashford can't find Rasmus.
About to finish the first half, still 0-0. And the way that, well, I think they are not really reflecting, but they are suffering. They are not playing comfortable, any of them. Look at this mistake from Brave Esten.
Strong tackle from Amrabat. He's on
That's
the
going to
ball
be the
again.
last one,
What
and a good one.
1-2. Hoyland
Ooh,
tries to
the
go
sudden
across
pass.
the floor towards Rashford.
But yeah.
No minutes added on. That's going to be the end, Alex, of the first half. It will be Juninho 0 and Braves 0 as well.
The stunning pass with Holland is, you know, it's not the best to make those passes. But he found at some point the space, but, you know, the timing was really the opposite. Yep. We'll see. Everything seems fine for both. So we go second half.
Both men on the stage quite clearly happy with how their teams are working after the first half. We're underway in the second now. Juninho attacking from right to left. Amrabat. Oh, good ball towards Bruno. Just a little bit too much power on it, and it will be a goal kick. A quick touch on Juninho. That's the Brazilian. 2023 Libertadores winner with Fortaleza. Scored a last-minute goal to win that particular tournament. So Juninho not only qualifying through the Manchester United club events, has also had experience back home in South America, has definitely high-level competition experience behind him, whereas on the other side, Braves, we know this is his first time competing on an international scale. We will have to keep an eye on how that plays out. For now, he's on the ball with Çalhanoğlu. Couple of misplaced passes in the midfield. Hoyland, good hold-up play with the first-time pass. Amrabat will receive the ball, but his run was too early, and it will be deemed offside.
Yeah, now timings are so important to see every move, every pass, every action at the right moment. I'm still saying that both formations are really comfortable to defend each other. That will be the basis at this part of the game. We'll see if they can create some space switching formation, or just we need players into the pitch. Well, we'll see. I think we haven't seen already the capability of those two players, Juninho and Brave Esten.
Substitution on the field.
Still waiting for their potential to shine through on the stage. Looks to me to be a tactical switch up there from Juninho. Hoyland off, McTominay on. And that surprises me. It seemed Hoyland was able to hold up the play quite well. Here is the sub on the ball, tries to break the lines into Bruno, but that one cleared away. Still in possession though of our Brazilian Manchester United FC club event champion. For Braves, his first international competition. So far, so good in terms of defending and not, as we would say in the UK, dropping a clanger. That basically means not embarrassing yourself and letting everything go. But now has a chance maybe to get an attack going. Juan Cuadrado, who can he find in the box? Thuram with a header down. Oh, it's off the frame, and Thuram again.
Onana saving the chance. The very first one for Brave Esten. The header into the post.
Much needed intervention. There'll still be a corner to defend here, but just as we were saying, hey, he's weathered the storm. Now it's starting to press the issue a little bit.
Was approaching, looking for his chance. He got it, but almost goal. Unlucky for the Thailand player, Brave Esten. Still having some time now. The corner kick, Harry, we'll see. Obviously, Marcus Thuram is so good with those crosses, and we'll see. We haven't seen already Lautaro Martinez having those chances that he's able to create, because if he had one, probably he would put it into the net.
You'd have to say that's the key piece of the puzzle for FC Inter, that big-time Martinez card.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's so interesting. Obviously, it makes difference in the Inter Milan team, so you need to look for him. And but, you know, it's been difficult. They both have defended so well, and let's see if this corner kick could make the goal in this point of the game. Short pass, probably. We'll see. No.
Was swung in by Inter.
Around
with the header. Oh, there's a player running across it, but
no, the right. was around there, Harry, but
Couldn't quite latch onto it, could he, Alex? That was very dangerous. You could see the idea, but
the Bray was like, what the hell I'm doing here at the area? I mean, it's to defend, no?
very far from home indeed.
No. We'll see, we'll see. Many options to do, switch information, just to open your ideas, or just gaining some time to think about what you are going to do in the last 20 minutes. Everything is so important at this point to planify well those new chances.
You can see plenty of plans in place for Juninho, qualified back in May.
Look at this
at
pace.
Old Trafford, knows this Manchester
Mason
United
Mount.
squad inside and out, has made plenty of subs and no doubt some formation changes as well. For now, has to defend Hachan Çalhanoğlu.
Well done.
Thuram can't break the lines, and that's cleared away by Juninho. 10 minutes to go. It's Juninho 0, Brave S10 0.
Yeah, obviously, Brave S10 is completely playing comfortable the second half. The first half, it was completely out of mind. And look,
Oh,
look
Martinez, fake strike, and it's off a United defender.
we will see later how different is to finishing in mobile compared to console. Here it's really common to make one trick at first touch and then finishing. And we'll see, we'll see.
Just saw there an unforced error from Juninho, and just a quick scratch of the head. Maybe a body language expert can tell me if that's maybe a nervous tell or frustration. I think I know which one it is, but
No, it's not comfortable. It's not finding
definitely
spaces.
feeling the occasion
rhythm.
here. Sanchez tries to get it inside to Thuram, but
Struggling to
Casemiro
defend.
smartly.
Yeah, look at that. Now Casemiro out of position, out of shape. Look at this. Ooh, Varane.
Into the 90th
Now,
minute now, if there's going to be a
last
winner.
one, last
This
two
will be
chances.
one of the last attacks of the game. Will it come to Juninho? Mainu, Casemiro out wide to Wan-Bissaka. Has to
You're
go
gonna have-
forward here, running out of
We're going to have
time.
the last one.
Anthony tries to get it to Mount. It will continue on with a United.
I guess no
Throw
time for
in.
Brave.
As you say, no time for Brave. If it's going to be a winner, it will come Juninho's way. Wan-Bissaka, oh, he's just gone past into the midfield third. You can see what disappointment it is. But it will be our first draw of the group stages here on the mobile platform. It is Juninho 0, Brave S10 0. And well, looking at the statistics, pretty even in possession, Alex, but 5 shots from Brave S10. He was trying, but just couldn't find that clinical touch at the end.
Yeah, it passed almost the half of the game until Brave S10 started to play the game style. On the other hand, impressive the way of Juninho didn't found how to be comfortable against Brave S10. I think it's anyway a really fantastic result for him, because seeing how went the full game, taking home 1 point is still really, really good for him. And well, that's it. It's very important to keep adding more points to your table, because at the end of the day, it could be enough to go through.
Absolutely, and again, if you're just joining us, that's the end of the first block of the mobile games. The way the group stages work, 4 per group, it's round robin, you play everyone once, 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, nothing for a loss. But a draw, it's not the worst thing in the world, because as you said, it's important that you're able to just keep getting as many points as possible, chiefly because only the winner of each group goes through to the knockout stages
That's
tomorrow.
a tough task, Harry. We'll see. I think at the end, 1 point is enough. They still have 2 more games to play, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, a really riveting game on the stage. Kate is with our players now. Kate, let's hear from them.
All right, so I think our interview is ready. How are you feeling? Can you tell us everyone, and welcome back to the eFootball Championship 2024 World Finals. We actually have a special video prepared for you all, so please take a look.
Hey, Callahan. Congratulations on winning the console version of AC Milan Club Championship 2024.
Good luck for the World Finals in Tokyo.
All right. So, as we mentioned before the break, we also have a special guest here with us. We have the AC Milan legend, Daniele Massaro. Hi, nice to meet you.
Ciao, Daniele. It's wonderful to meet you. Of course, a storied career with AC Milan. I have to ask, of all the goals you've scored, all the years you've played, do you have one memory in your mind that sticks out more than any others?
The first, thank you, Konami, for inviting me in Tokyo for this event. And I'm so happy to be here, represent AC Milan. And I speak in Italian.
Please.
I have many memory, tanti ricordi. Il primo ricordo è quando ho indossato la maglia della mia squadra, perché era il sogno che avevo da bambino, e ho avuto la fortuna di giocare 10 anni e di vincere tutto in Italia, in Europa e nel mondo. E è la mia seconda pelle, è la parte più bella di me. Il Milan è la cosa che amo di più.
So basically, Daniele was mentioning that it was a dream for him to play for AC Milan since he was a young kid playing football, and he made a successful career playing for AC Milan, conquering many successes in Italy, in Europe, in the world. So it's basically his second skin, AC Milan.
Ciao Daniele, prima di tutto è un piacere di essere qua con te. Now in English, I wanted to ask you, because this is esports, the fact that over 9 million users has taken part in the AC Milan club event tournament. Do you impress with that numbers?
È una cosa incredibile. È un successo che ogni anno cresce sempre di più grazie alla grande tecnologia, a questi brand che fanno queste cose spettacolari per far divertire e anche competere tutta questa gente.
It's incredible how to see how many people plays every year. So these tournaments are growing with more number every year. So it's impressive, and this is thanks to Konami and eFootball growing in the technology globally. So it's really impressive, and it's a big success.
Well, Daniele, before we let you go and enjoy the rest of the action, the next match we have is an AC Milan representative. You mentioned earlier it's like a second skin for you. What advice do you give for the representatives to go and represent AC Milan in the best way they can here at the World Finals?
Io non ho mai giocato per arrivare secondo e credo che come mi allenavo io tutti i giorni per migliorarmi, lui lo ha fatto per essere campione oggi qui così.
So Daniele never trained to fight for second position, but he always trained to be number one. So I'm sure that he's sure that he also done the same to be here and to try to win and make it as successful as possible.
Because we are AC Milan.
Thank you so much. So everybody give another round of applause for Daniele Massaro. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Arigato, thank you so much.
Thank
Ciao.
you.
Piacere.
All right, so without further ado, I think it's time to head into the next match. Are we ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, up next we have Console Group A.
First of all, let's say some result about the mobile stage. We see Group A, Elmo Mine beating Tomboy, and obviously we still have to play the upcoming games on Group A.
Absolutely. If you're looking at that group at the moment, Mr. Tomboy was at the top of our list, had such a big following.
100%.
and Sadly, it's not the best start for him. Still has a chance to make that knockout stage tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. Interesting to see Gu Osea, the Japanese representative, winner of the Inter Milan club event, and also Emmanuel from Mexico, the winner of El Liga MX BBVA of Mexico, which also will take part in this Group A afterwards.
All right. So, up next, another review for Group B.
Yeah, we saw Tienes taking down Yara Strong. Very close matches on the mobile so far. We kind of anticipated it, Alex, because of how short, well, not short per se, but shorter than the console games and the mobile games are. But Tienes, when he got his opportunity, was able to take it to make it back-to-back wins for Morocco.
Oh, Morocco is impressing on mobile platform. Let's take a look. I will really looking forward to see Talon Sui, the Thailand player, the winner of the FC Bayern Munich club event, because he's one of the favorites. We haven't seen already. We will see during the day. But yeah, eyes on him because he is really, really one of the favorite. And also Fang, the Chinese player, which could be the underdog of this group. But be careful with him.
All right, thank you so much. And up next,
Yeah, Chamkata, we knew that this group was going to be so difficult. Sweat kind of coming in as an unknown quantity, had the unfortunate job of facing Chamkata first. Any one of these four players can come out on top. We, of course, have Jack from last year's World Finals. He wants to be the champion this year. He's going to be one to keep an eye on in this group, as well as Dennis Bernard. Chamkata sitting pretty at the top, but it's not over for Sweat just yet.
No, 100% no. Jack's had probably the biggest task on his career on the mobile platform, facing Chonkata and Dennis on this Group C.
all right, thank you. And next we have
Yeah, Group D, Juninho and Braves playing out our only draw of the World Final so far. It was very attritional, very tactical, but neither could really get the advantage over the other. One thing to note, obviously, Joy Boy and Rentao still to play in this group. They're looking at that other result thinking, hey, if I can beat the other in our group games later on today, we're sitting in pole position at the top of that group, knowing you'll have 3 points and everyone else will have much less than you.
Now we'll see. There's a lot to say in the Group D, the most open group on mobile platform at the moment.
All right, thank you so much. And next we have Group A.
Ooh, we
back
have
to the
results.
console. There we go.
Wow. Okay, so we can dig into some of the games that were being played alongside some of the games we're about to see on the stream. So, well, this is very surprising. Axe taking down Kalahard. Of course, Japan, such a strong region in eFootball. Kalahard back in the AC Milan club event was very impressive. He beat a very formidable opponent back then in a multiple-time world champion. So, interesting to see him start his campaign off without getting any points. Futi Fasil in Dominator as well. Two very strong opponents going up against each other and cancelling each other out.
Yeah, completely. We'll see on next groups.
Yeah.
Now with Group B. Impressive first result, Serginho from Colombia, which no one was talking about it.
Wow.
Even in Europe, I think no one knows his level at all. But beating Arma, the Arsenal representative, is a huge result on this Group B. On the other hand, clapped by MV, the Portuguese player, with a draw against the Malaga, one of the most experienced player here at the World Finals. Is an okay result, giving them chances. But what a shock, those 3 points for Serginho, giving him a lot of chances to go into the knockouts.
Thank you so much. And next we have Group C.
Yeah, Group C, I mean, this has had a few games played in it by the looks of it. The Palmer sitting pretty at the top alongside Jun Sui and Takaki with 3 points in there as well. Sadly for the Arsenal style, you were talking to me about him quite a lot, the Mexican representative in Group C. No points to his name. I believe that's going to be impossible for him to win this group now, which is a big surprise.
No, the surprise comes from seeing Arsenal style with no option into the last game. Differently than the previous groups. In this group, they have played both, 2 games. So just reminding the last one, Palma and Jensui, the 15 years old player from Thailand, 4 points, tied on the first position, as you say, in the pole position. And Takaki finding to win the last game to still having chances into the knockouts. To remind, last game will be Jensui versus Takaki and Palma versus Arsenal style. Man, this is so good to watch on the coming games.
All right, thank you. And last but not least, we have Group D.
Wow, this is very interesting. We have Nikanor at the top, 4 points for him. Takiman and Udi, the reigning world champion Udi, the two Japan representatives here in Group D, still in contention as well going into that final game. But Raul Fabiano, just 1 point. He's going to be disappointed with that. I will say the pressure that is on some of the club event champions, the representatives for these partner clubs, seems to be mounting, and we're seeing some lackluster performances so far in terms of results.
Yeah, I think that the point of this Group D is that to see Udi, the reigning world champ, at the edge, not to qualify through the knockouts, but still reminded the last game, everything is possible, which is true that Nikanor is a really well good player, and he's proving the aim that the Latam countries are so strong already on eFootball.
All right, thank you so much. Well, I think now it should be time for us to head into the next match.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Me too. All right, so we're waiting here for our cue.
Into the console.
Getting all the excitement.
Yeah,
Just a quick comment. I'm really excited for these next 4 matches. It's our first time so far today. While there's been players playing games in the background, our first time to see on the stream console. Very excited. It's historically the more historied platform of eFootball, so we're going to see some really strong tactics, and I'm excited to see the action.
All right, thank you so much. So without further ado, let's move into our first console match of the day. We have console Group A. Thank you. Please give a warm welcome to Kalahar! Versus Indominator! All right, players, please prepare for your match and good luck.
Yes, thank you so much, Kate. Wonderful to see our first console match just preparing on the stage. We saw them there, Alex. We've had console games playing in the background here at the World Finals. We've had some results, we've had some shocks, but now it's our first time to see exactly how Group A is playing here on console.
When I heard just console, it comes some emotion into my mind, just thinking about a few years ago playing at the World Finals at this same stage, and yeah, it's really amazing opportunity that have in front of them, all the players having here at the World Finals. We see an interesting result we mentioned before of the sides games in the Group A, B, C, and D on both platforms. Now, Kalahar coming from a loss in the first game and a draw for Indominero. We could count this game as a last time opportunity for both into the World Finals. They both need a victory, and sometimes starting the game with that pressure to win yes or yes is a handicap sometimes.
Not only the pressure of needing to win, but also the pressure of Daniele Massaro here as well for Kalahar representing AC Milan. That's some big eyes to be watching you. You've got to make sure you're representing his beloved club the right way.
Yeah, he knew from before the tournament he was coming. Someone from the AC Milan was like, who is it? Who is it? Oh, it's normal, no? At the end, we used to be football fans. We really follow football around the world, and having such a legend as Daniele Massaro here is a fantastic opportunity for all of us. Thank you, Finn, for coming into the Japan. And we'll see. I think Kalahar has something to say to prove to all the FC Milan fans to prove why he deserved to wear that jersey, and we'll see. On the other hand, Indominero, great player, great person, back-to-back into the World Final after last year's appearance. We'll see. It's like I could see a really tactical game gonna face in a few moments.
I could not agree more. We've seen in Dominator in the past, he's been trying to shake that tag of the nearly man, if you will. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. He's in co-op competitions, even in 1v1 competitions, in the eFootball Championship Pro in the past, representing professional clubs, has always come very, very close, and then just is missing that jewel in the crown. We'll see if he can secure that jewel here both today and tomorrow. But as you rightly said, Alex, this match becomes a really important one here in the group stages for both these players.
Now we'll see. A special mention to the jersey that the world finalists are wearing, but also they mentioned the jersey of Kalahar. But I mean, let's should make a giveaway for the fans or for the jerseys, because everyone at home, I'm sure they want to have one of them wearing on today.
You just want one. That's what you're trying to.
I will say. We'll see. Anyway, look in the faces, how focused they are. They know the moment that they are facing right now. I think you just to be just thinking onto the game. We see the prediction for Kalahar. I'm sure all the Mexican fans rooting for him. Also, because they both create content also on social media, so they have a lot of fans rooting for them. So it will be interesting. No, maybe it's at this time in Europe it's quite early, but I'm sure a lot of fans rooting for Indominator, and we'll see. I think the wins will be the key for this game. AC Milan for Kalahar, Arsenal for Indominator. Indominator kind of player which love to control the ball, the passes, the rhythm of the game.
Very possession-based.
We have the tactics right there. It makes sense. Open the wings. Chukwueze for Kalahar to drag into that side the defender, and then open spaces in the left side where Rafael Leao into the box is completely a beast. No? On the other hand, big-time Kai Havertz, Martinelli, both with first-time shot. Tomiyasu. It's the common thing into the Arsenal users, and we'll see. The fact is that Giroud wasn't able to perform well on mobile, and we'll see if now with Kalahar could be able to score and create some chances.
Definitely look out for the Frenchman up top for AC Milan here for Kalahar, because, as you said, mobile wasn't very effective, but you could use his stature, his strength in the air to knock the ball down, hold the ball up in maybe some areas that might cause in Dominator some problems here on the stage. Game is very close to being ready, so you won't have to hear us waffle for too much longer, but it's always important to hear the motivations from the players. Obviously, we said Kalahar, a lot of pressure. You mentioned has a big following, wants to essentially become the champion here, was the champion of AC Milan back earlier in the year. We're now underway and represents the Italian club here at the World Finals. On the other side, Indominator wants to win the World Finals, use some money to reunite with family elsewhere. I'll come back to that as there's a chance there early on for Kalahar of AC Milan to start really strong.
When I start to see those movements, look at this one, Musa. That fake shot and then turn just to make the automatic block of the defender goes out and then create that space, that slightly pass to Giroud, but was impressed. The save on was rained by Ramsdale. We'll see. Corner kick into the first post. Oh, the manual goalkeeper went wrong for Indominator.
Just as you were praising Ramsdale.
Yeah,
they know. It could not connect.
What's working on the corner kicks, and the manual goalkeeper is really useful, but sometimes it's difficult to manage.
Another corner for AC Milan here towards the far post. This time Ramsdale able to gather that one. I was mentioning before, Indominator wants to use any prize money he's able to earn here to reunite with his family in Indonesia. The Dutchman has strong ties over in that part of the world, so strong motivation for him, and of course wants to be world champion on top of that. Here he is now, trying to build up play. That's a fantastic ball and an even better manual save.
If it was a great pass, even better was the predict with the manual goalkeeper. Great save by Kalahar. Great chance. Oh, that's what we were looking for. Chances in motion. Now, come on, guys. We need to step up and give your best right now. It's the time.
I mean, we're almost seeing in an immediate effect the difference between console and mobile, the control these console players have over these players. In the opening 10 in-game minutes, we've already had around 4 corners. This one for Indominator.
A great idea of the set piece, but now when you miss the ball in the corner kicks, the counter-attack is so dangerous. Look at the speed of Chukwueze. Great fake shot, super cancel. How good is super cancel at this level? Oh, they use it perfectly. It's impressive.
Yeah, if you're watching for the first time, maybe new to eFootball, you can cancel animations, inputs with that super cancel. That's a really good chance for Indominator! And it's in for the Dutchman.
A really open game. Just 2 players of Arsenal has first time shot, but one of them was Kai Havertz. Great shot. I mean, it wasn't really dangerous at all, but this is the World Finals. You don't really need to see the danger thing until it's happened. And well, clinical Indominator, as always, taking the lead on this fantastic game we're going to see right now.
That is a really good finish after a well-worked attack up the pitch. Kalahard's defence just unable to stick a toe in somewhere to disrupt Indominator.
At this level, it is so difficult to make those simple passes go through, and because you're expecting a lot of difficult things, but sometimes the simple things is working at this level.
Well, 1-0, the first goal scored in the opening 15 minutes. It is Indominator 1, Kalahard.
Oh, Gabriel Jesus.
2 here with Jesus breaking the lines.
He's looking for the same pass. Look at that, same pass back, because he knew that Kai Havertz was going to be there with first-time shot. To remember that how important it is to remind in your head which card, which skill have every of your player, because first-time shot means it's going to be more accurate, the first-time shot for your player.
Defensively really switched on for Indominator. Kalahard, though, trying to maybe sneak in behind.
Yeah, I think almost all the strikers for Kalahard were together, so there's like disturbing one to each other. No, Harry is crazy.
3 into 1, do not go. He's going to need to try and find some more width, but in the opening 20 minutes, it's been pressure at both ends of the pitch. We're going to see now some possession for Indominator, choosing Arsenal here, not only throughout the qualification, but also here at the World Finals.
Yeah.
Former pro player, of course, of Arsenal FC. He's back reunited with his North London club.
I'm sure that the early goal of Indominator completely changed the plan of Kalahard. I think when you are facing Indominator, the last thing that you want to have is to concede a goal against him, because winning is a so amazing player.
Now Indominator 1-0 up, is in possession here, just turning the screw. Well defended, though, by Kalahard. Of course, as we've mentioned, the event champion of the AC Milan club event is coming forward now. Would love a response in this first half to conceding the first goal. That one's dangerous and actually pushed behind for an AC Milan corner. Mexican Kalahard proving he can trouble Indominator here. In swinger towards the front post, headed down, good control here as well, but that shot in the end is very well tamed. So half an hour gone here in Group A. Indominator 1, Kalahard 0. What can we expect in terms of a response from Kalahard? Has had some opportunities, and in fact he's won the ball back here, Alex, to get another attack going. Do you think he will save the changes until the second half?
I know Kalahard a lot from his streamings and with his previous tournaments. He's kind of player that don't really need that much for create chances and for score goals. And I think it's not really bad at all that he's not dominating the game. I think he's comfortable even with that. But on the other hand, Indominator is kind of player that he needs to control the game. So it's different way, different roles. Obviously, with advantage, Indominator is way comfortable compared with them before. And we'll see. Obviously, meanwhile, we are not seeing more goals. It's still open the result.
Final 5 minutes of the first half here.
Chukwueze, how good is the turn, the dribbling is so nice.
So much strength to shield the ball as well. Perfect use there.
Yeah, if you give him a little space, he can make a simple run, a double touch. He's waiting for Giroud. Now Giroud is in position.
Yeah, 3 red shirts to aim for. But has a man
looking
here
for the
near
cross.
side for company, just waiting for that bit of
Great
space.
pass.
There it is, along the
Long
floor.
way.
Can he score? It's towards the back post.
Wow.
And Massaro enjoyed that one. It's an equaliser.
What a amount of movement. So impressed. Great goal. That's why he needs confidence. He's super confident on himself. Was waiting to bring back Giroud to the top to prepare his chances. Passing to the middle.
The patience, Alex.
The fake shot was simply the best dribbling to make at that point, and then cross to the second post. And who had there?
Just an incredible finish. The thing for me, the patience.
That pass, the
waiting.
first one, that was the key.
Waiting here, Alex, just to get that clearance throughout that lanes. You'll sometimes see players towards the lower level try and rush
Yeah.
and force the cross in, but
Then the
taking
low
that
cross with Adli.
extra bit of time to, as you say, get it to Adli, then find that far post cross to who else we were talking
It
about.
was interesting the fact that Indominator tried to predict the cross with the manual goalkeeper, but was a little bit late. That when you take the goalkeeper at this point, sometimes you are able to shot directly because it's open shot. But anyway, fantastic goal. Probably the best goal we have seen today at the World Finals.
It could be the 1-2 punch here as the referee's thinking about
Uh-oh.
finishing the first half.
Last one for the first
Callahard
half.
wants another goal here. I
Well
think
defended.
the referee has seen enough, though. It will be Callahard 1 in Dominator 1 to finish the first half. We said Callahard would love a response before half-time. He got just that with that Olivier Giroud goal.
Yeah, I think I was quite expecting more dribbling, more tricks on mobile, because they usually do that. And wow, look at the entrance of console platform here at the World Finals. What a goal from Callahard. That fake shot, first time passes, and because you know at this level you need to impress with something fast to your opponent, and if you control, it's late to react. So that's it. First time things. His running forward was so nice. We'll see. And now second half, different story. The result is not enough for both players. They knew from before, so we'll see.
Nice improvised back heel. This passing's wonderful.
That's it. Indominator, simple and effective. 1-2 passes. If you don't cover back your defense, man, Indominator is clinical. What a player.
I think it's Gabriel Jesus that sticks that one home just to start the second half. You said simple, Alex. If you think this is simple, then, well, I definitely don't want to match you in the matchmaking.
You're
That's
right.
all I
It's
wanna
simple
say.
when you dominate the gameplay, and Indominator dominate all the passes, all the timings. Look, he completely understands the timing. He waited a little bit the ball with the Gabriel Jesus until the defender goes outside his positioning, and then opening the angle to that through pass, which is, wow, game changer. Still 1 goal up, and that's wow, impressive.
Game changer indeed. It's goals to bookend half-time. One for Callahard, but another for Indominator.
Let's say probably Indominator is one of the most uncomfortable players to play against, because he don't really give you a chance to say, all right, he's pushing me. No, he don't push. He directly score. Sometimes it's difficult to deal with.
Could have been dangerous there at the back, but was covering well. Callahard has a chance to do exactly what
was trying the
Indominator
same.
did just to him. Look out
Look
for
at
this
this one.
run through here for Indominator.
Well defended now. Still a long way at this second half. To remind, 5 minutes per half at the console platform, so still a long way already. They haven't made already any substitution, so everything is still possible in this fantastic game we are seeing right now.
2 red shirts to find in midfield there for Callahard, but instead it's Indominator coming forward with the ball. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Is there Jesus
Look at-
in the middle on the turn? And oh, what a finish!
3 times circle. That's really, oh, fantastic cross.
Is
First
that
time shot.
The
Man.
second goal in a row for Gabriel Jesus. I believe it's the player of the week item.
Wow. We asked for risk
Whoa.
situation. We asked for improvise. And look at that. Gabriel Jesus shocking the atmosphere, the venue here at the HQ in Tokyo. Fantastic goal. And yeah, I mean, impressive. It's being clinical. That's it. Indominator. Wow. This result will put him with 4 points, and obviously giving him a lot of chances into his last game afterwards to qualify into the knockout. Some substitution. I'm sure Callaghan will try, to surprise Indominator with something new. Still not over for him. Seeing how good he is on 1v1 situation, he's still having a lot of chances. Well, he's a super confident player, but we'll see. The fact is the actual situation after his defeat versus Axe, the Japanese player, and now losing by 2 goals. Damn, all the pressure on his shoulders. But we'll see.
So impressive how Indominator is able to be, as you said, so clinical. He will frustrate you and keep the ball away. 3 goals to 1 for Indominator. Former Arsenal player, as we mentioned before, wants to win his first ever world title. Looks in control here. As we approach the hour mark, you can see exactly the difference, by the way, between our first 4 mobile games versus 1 console game. I'll come back to that, as it's Jesus just doesn't have any Arsenal teammates in the box there to support him. How different the games are lengthwise. The mobile game's so short, so snappy, whereas console is a little bit more slow paced. You have more time and more control to try and turn the screw.
It's a different way to see them at the highest level. When you play, in fact, on casual games, you feel the same gameplay. Oh, look at that, the mistake. Oh, no, once again. Theo Hernandez, finally, the last moment, saving Callaghan for the disaster, no? Because, another goal for Indominator is completely game over.
Indominator showing his class, and as you said, it's approaching the danger zone for Callaghan. 2 goals down. You still have a chance to maybe salvage something.
I mean, he has to be positive, Callaghan. I mean, it's like, no sweat. Focus on the game. Try to score as soon as possible a second goal, and then you will know the pressure will be for your opponent, and you will have your chances to equalize. At the end, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to make some maths in the table, but at this point, you just need to think how to make the next goal, which is the most important right now.
My question is again the pressure of representing such a great historic club such as AC Milan just maybe playing on the mind of Callaghan a little bit. We, of course, have a mobile representative for the Italian club, Joy Boy from India, to play later on. And there's still a chance for Callaghan to get something from this match, but there is so much pressure when you represent a club with the history of AC Milan.
Well, let's see now with the substitution. Callaghan can turn over the pace of the game. When we see on top of the screen Daniele Massaro, the AC Milan legend, which is attending these fantastic World Finals.
Yeah, scored plenty of goals in his career.
Oh yeah.
How Callaghan would love to use 1 or 2 of them.
He knows what it is to be at the maximum stage and the highest competition with your national team, with your club, and so it's so nice to have him here in Tokyo, Japan.
Under 20 minutes to go. Callaghan will need some true resiliency to salvage something from this game. Indominator has been so powerful, and there's so many Arsenal shirts for Callaghan to try and keep tabs on before he even gets the ball back.
Yeah, I think the game style of Indominator is really sweet for this time of the game, winning by 2 goals, trying to hold possession and be waiting until the moment that the ref sees the end of the game. We'll see. Oh, now it's a good one for Callaghan.
Now has
Look
a couple of red shirts to aim for.
Okafor!
Goalkeeping! Oh, it's just bounced off of 2 Arsenal shirts. It will be
almost there. Almost there.
But when you see the manual goalkeeping come in early and the strike doesn't come in, it's always going to be dangerous. Lucky the defense was there.
This Okafor card is so fast, and it's difficult to deal against him in the last moment of the game.
Milan corner.
Oh, look at the rebound. No.
On the header at the front post. That got you really excited, Alex, and you know why, because it's so dangerous. We'll go back to that corner as well. What can Callahard conjure up? It's off 2 Arsenal shots again. The defence putting in a shift for Indominator here.
Now there are tight spaces for Callahard into the box. Makes sense, just 10 minutes left. Indominator going with everything, but still not defending at all. Just playing himself, his game style, because, you know, sometimes if you wait or you park the bus, it's difficult, but look at this one.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go. There has to be a goal here soon for Callahard if he wants anything from this game.
There's still chances.
For Indominator, you can see his intention, wants to try and keep it in areas that will frustrate Callahard.
Yeah, he's struggling
some time
to really
off of the clock as well.
Hold the possession as much as he wants. But yeah, he's been so nice on defending during the whole game.
Saka playing it back. No doubt this might go back to the goalkeeper here as well. That's how comfortable Indominator feels here. Keeping his dream alive of winning his first ever world title. There will be 4 minutes added on.
Yep. This
We
result
need to see a goal now from Callahard.
will put Indominator with 4 points after tie versus Fute Facil, the
Oh, look
Brazilian.
at this, Saka back inside. He wants more goals in Dominator. Callahard now on the charge, just over the halfway line, but we're into the 4th of 4 added on. And well, that's a lovely through ball. Might get another chance, but that's been the story of Callahard's day. Bested on the stage by that man in Dominator 3. And Callahard with just the 1 goal. What a game to open up our console matches here on the stream. Group A has so many strong players.
Yep.
And we've seen it on display there.
I define this game as experience pays off in this game for Indominator. It's difficult at the world stage because the funniest thing on eFootball is like in every country people play completely different way, and at this world finals it's impossible to be able to defend every game style, so to get adapted to play against each other, and Indominator was clinical. That this day, Harry, you know, it's a big advantage.
Absolutely it is. We've just seen off camera a great show of respect from our players who just put on a great show. My question to you is this the year for Indominator? The Dutch player has been there or thereabouts for so many years. Is this the time?
Well, I think with this format, if you go through the semifinals, being top of the world is a great achievement. After that, everything is possible. But, you know, today is a tougher day for everyone, and I believe he needs that. He needs that step into the knockouts to make him believe he's able to win it.
Well, I think we'll be hearing from him soon, but I believe Callahard is with Kate in the mix zone now. I'd love to hear from him and his thoughts on the match that was just played.
So our interview is ready. So can you tell us how Please give a warm welcome to Clapped by MV. Versus Serginho. All right, players, please prepare for your match and good luck.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kate. It's wonderful to hear from Indominator Callahard, who just played a fantastic opener to our console action here at the eFootball World Championship 2024. We're still just in the group stages. They've been playing some games backstage, off stream, but to have a chance to come here, compete for a world title, first and foremost, to get to that stage is an amazing achievement, but you have to get out of the group first.
I have to say, I'm getting emotional when I was talking with Indominator because, you know, he's one of the players from old school, which I consider myself too, where we came from the amateur scene of eFootball back in 2013, 14. We passed it into the professional scene now, once again, here with the new format. And having here at that level is so nice to see. And
For so many years as well.
yeah, it's so difficult to keep giving your best every year, be on top level, and it's not difficult. It's not for everyone, and that's why he's a fantastic player, and I wish him the best of luck.
Yeah,
I mean, we see him tomorrow.
Just a short note on Indominator as well. We try and not be biased in the commentary, but he is someone that has helped me out with my commentating eFootball and eFootball pairs and Pro Evolution Soccer before that. So it's always nice to see someone that has helped you out see success themselves. But we'll no doubt see a bit more of a Dominator later on. Let's turn our attention to our match here in Group
Which is
B.
a really good game.
Two players you know quite well, one more than the other. We'll start with him, Clapped by MV, the Portuguese player here on the stage.
I mean, AC Milan versus AC Milan. Clapped by MB, I consider I had a really similar gameplay than him. I has practiced during years with him, not recently, of course, but I see myself, which we both understand the gameplay at the same level, and it will be interesting to see how he performed at the world stage, because in face, Serginho probably had the shocking result of this first game of his group, being at the top of the table right now, and we'll see, because another victory now for Serginho will put him in a really nice position to go through the knockouts, and well, but Clapped is a really good player, which I want to mention is how important it is to be consistent on eSport and on eFootball, because he was like, I remember him 2 years ago, and he wasn't one of the best players on the world. But after 2 years of pushing, consistent training hours, taking part in important tournaments around the world, he's now here at the World Finals, which is his first appearance, but he is capable to be one of the favorites to win. But, you know, group stage is always different, and I said one who has to go out in group stage twice. Yeah. But, you know, I had to have the third opinion into the World Finals to make my dream come true. But, you know, for some of the players, it's your first time, and you want to approach it, and yeah, it's difficult.
It definitely is. Two things that spring to mind is we can see how the group is set up at this moment in time. Serginho and Clapped about to go head-to-head, currently still within contention. The shock result you were alluding to was Serginho beating Irma. That's a 1-0. We didn't see that on the stream, but Irma, the Romanian representing Arsenal, he won the Arsenal FC Club event a few months ago, and in dramatic fashion. That last-minute goal to beat an opponent he absolutely had to beat, a multiple-time world champion, just to make it to the final of that club event. To take a victory in your first group game against someone who's touted as one of the favourites, that can do you a world of good in terms of confidence.
Completely. No, outstanding result for Serginho. I think the best thing that they still have in LATAM is like they still having to manage to have offline events normally, which it's a really great advantage to be at this level, at this stage. And now looking into the formation at the right side, Serginho with a really well 4-3 in the midfield, to really well packed, and 3 offensive with Chukwueze in the right forward to really drag the defenders into that side. On the other hand, Clapper try maybe not feeling really confident in the defense side with that line of Loftus-Cheek and Benacer to try to be consistent, and then going forward quickly with Okafor as a starter, Chukwueze this time in the left forward, and Rafael Leao in a not really common position, which is in the right side. But you know, Rafael Leao big time is so good, and we are gonna see. And I love to see him performing well, because until now we haven't seen goal from him, I think.
We definitely haven't seen him perform to his potential. Oftentimes we see him used as a super sub. He comes on with the pace. As you said, the quality on the ball in the second half could be really valuable. We're going to see two Milans go head-to-head, so tactics and personnel is going to be the difference maker.
Let's go! Clubbed by Envy versus Serginho. This is the same Portugal versus Colombia.
Yes, we're underway then. Our second match of the console side of things here on the stream. Clapped by MV with a statement of intent in the first minute. Oh, that's very close indeed.
Oh, fast. That speed of Okafor is incredible. Wow, amazing. Yeah, he has to be very careful, Serginho.
So keep an eye on, of course, we see Milan versus Milan. We'll see Clapped by MV in the home strip. That classic Milan red and black with the white socks and shorts against Serginho in the all-white Milan away strip. And
look at this
for Serginho! It's off the stanchion.
But that one is Olivier Giroud or is Ronaldinho? It's completely amazing fake shot turn. To be ready for the shot, almost goal. I mean,
saw the stanchion just be shaking for 5 seconds.
We are at the World Final to see those movements and almost goal. Wow! I think I understand now why Serginho has won the first game.
Absolutely, the Colombian qualifying through the eFootball Open Americas route. We will be keeping an eye on him definitely. Has some defending to do now, though, as Clapped is coming forward. That's a shot from distance. Chukwueze can't get that one on target, but a very, very dangerous opening 10 minutes for both players here on the stage.
The idea was fantastic, but, you know, Chukwueze has not first-time shot, and also his stats shooting are quite poor, so really, really difficult to make it into the net. It's a really open game, eh? It's not really tough at all. I think they are getting easily to pass the defender.
Good covering there after Giroud, I believe it was, just was able to knock that ball down. And
yeah, look at this mistake. No, he's going to the net.
There's a real chance. Stunning strike!
Yep.
What a goal for the Colombian, Serginho.
Mistake in the build-up of Clapped by risking so much, let's say, with the pass from the midfield, with the DMF to the CMF, and well, that speed of Serginho with Chukwueze was impressive. And we said before, the stats of Chukwueze aren't the best, but you know, a stunning shot just around the box is the way to improve your stats, to give the best shot as possible. But obviously, it's important to remind because he stopped the run. Because if you still running, the accurate will be worse. So fantastic job, Serginho. Well done, but yes, the beginning of the game, keep going.
As you said, a lot of eFootball to be played, but that was a mistake, and you could see the anguish on the face of Clapped on the stage. He knew he couldn't afford to give possession away in that kind of area. That one's going to be called back for an offside, I believe. But Serginho, we're seeing, after his incredible result in the first game, upsetting the Arsenal FC club event champion Urma in 1-0 fashion.
Yep.
He's good for that result. We're seeing his quality of attack so far. What does Clapped have in response?
We will see. And on first game, Serginho won over Urma by 1-0. And now the same result, so we'll see.
Is there a second goal here for Serginho? 2-0!
And this man is on fire, Serginho. Colombia! Wow.
2 goals from Player of the Week, Chukwueze.
is super confident on himself. You know, it's like he arrived every ball before his opponent, and he's managing so well the game until now.
Well, this result could really shake up Group B. The Colombian Serginho 2-0 in front of our Portuguese representative here. His inspiration clapped, he said in his chats before this tournament, inspired by the likes of Miguel Mestre. He's going to have some of that mentality.
Yep. Now, after the draw versus Magallaneca, Clapper has the mandatory result to win this game. And wow, 2-0 right after 20 minutes. It's a completely different task right now for him, for the Portuguese player. We'll see.
2-0 in 20 minutes, Alex. It's really impressive.
Yep. Because Serginho until now has been smarter and also faster in the decisions, predicting well in defense. So cool for the moment to watch.
He's the man on a hat-trick at the moment, Chukwueze.
Now look at that. Looks almost unstoppable. Here's Chukwueze. To remind that the people at home, the player has the available cards for the full card of his team, and then they are the ones who manage to level up their players because each one have different focus on maybe your speed, or it depends the player, or depends your game style, and that's really interesting.
Is there a chance here for Clap to get one back?
Wow,
Use up that stunning strike with that purple power bar. Just
look at that rebound.
Extra power on it.
Oh,
so there'll be a free kick here, Alex.
Uh-oh.
Just outside the box.
We wanted to see those situations. Now free kicks. Because now at this level, they know many options to surprise the opponent. And we'll see. He will shot directly. He will make a pass. He will choose a secondary player to make something. Oh, we're going to see in a few seconds.
Over the wall, maybe. We'll see. There's a run in here as well. Tries to sneak it under the wall. And we'll win the ball back here with a free kick.
He was trying cheeky things. Almost there.
That to me says there's confidence on both sides. The scoreline, of course, one-sided at this moment in time, but confidence can take you very far.
Yep.
Still on the attack here, Claps has a man over. That's wonderful play. Can he find a teammate? Oh, he flashes it across the face of goal.
At that point, he had many options, the shot, the cross, but he decided even the pass. And when you look at the shot, it was clearly the best option.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well.
It went far by a little bit. Unlucky for him. First time we see him clapped by going over the defender of Serginho.
Still in possession here, Clapped has a chance to get a subsequent attack after that chance from Loftus-Cheek. Lets the ball run, but the defence for Serginho very quick to react. 10 minutes to go until half-time here at the World Finals. Headed down by one of Clapped's defenders. You can see the confidence growing, but it's mistakes that have led to the goals for Serginho. And here he is in again, number 17, trying to use that double touch to his advantage. Can't sneak past the defence. You'll see a lot of that skill move, very elusive, especially with the likes of Leao, who can use it so quickly with his agility and his control.
Now it's a difficult task for Serginho because you have a great advantage in the score, but you can really rely on it and get relaxed.
Oh, there's a chance for Claps. Far side, double touch. We were just talking about it.
No, I can't believe it. He had made the most difficult thing to win the space with the double touch, but then misclick in the last moment.
You could see in his reaction, he knew that, as you said, missed input and has defending to do now as well. This could be detrimental. Oh, good save.
We almost seen the most typical thing at the highest competition. You concede a mistake in the very last moment, and then in the counter attack, as we say in Spain, te vacunan. Oh, crazy! A great save by the keeper.
You can still see Clapped on the stage, ruining his mistake. He knows the input was just the wrong one.
That's difficult to deal with. Now some change for Serginho. Maybe he haven't set it up.
How hard is that to shake off a missed input like that, Alex? I'm sure it's happened to you in the past. You have to be able to move on.
If it's the first game, it's more easier to move on. But you know, you have a previous result. You are losing by 2 goals, and each time it's becoming more and more difficult to deal with those situations.
Well, stunning strike from distance. Every time you see that purple power bar, you know there'll be extra fizz on that strike, but there's going to be another chance here. Oh, that's a half volley, was it, from Giroud? I think it was for Serginho.
The good thing of Giroud, oh, look at this one. Oh, that's it, the last one. No!
Offside, sadly.
Oh, almost going through. Look at that. It was the knee. I think it was the knee.
Must have been just a little flake of skin on his knee.
Damn.
But that is the end of the first half. 2 goals in 10 minutes from Chukwueze. Sees Serginho, our Colombian representative here, be 2-0 up at half-time.
Terrific start of Serginho. It was amazing with Chukwueze twice. And always how difficult it is to score with him, because you know this kind of player that you can move him so fast. He can create a lot of chances, but score with him is really, really difficult.
Second half underway.
Nice ball.
It is clapped. Still in the home strip. That black and red shirt against Serginho in the away strip. This is absolutely fantastic to start the second half. Good defending as well. Serginho, very impressive so far.
Clapper needs to find a solution for Chukwueze, because...
Oh, there's maybe a mistake on the side of Serginho. The 1-2, just a bit preemptive there from...
Now, Clapper is not really respecting the time for the passes. No, he like hurry up so quickly. He's not having passion, hurry, and that's so important. Even if you are losing by 2 goals, be patient, because
really good tackle though that will set him off on a nice attack. There's maybe a chance to connect with a player in the box, but
yeah, he has a lack of calm, which is being so painful for him right now. He needs to be more chilling right now. If not, no chances.
We saw in the opening 10 minutes there were confidence shown on both sides, but you'd think maybe since that missed input, maybe Clapp just doesn't really feel comfortable, not able to capitalise on the mistakes from Serginho there on the stage.
Well, I will define Clapp is one of the players that if everything is on his high, he could be unstoppable. But when the results are against him, it's difficult.
Chance for a cross, far side. We'll recycle possession.
Nice predict. Oh, the ball's keep there.
Still alive here for Clapped, but there's just a forest of bodies there.
I love that tackle predicted to block that pass.
Something tells me we'll need to see more of that from Serginho to defend this 2-goal lead. Half an hour left in this Group B match. Headed down into the midfield now. Clapped, what have you got for us? Year 4 of your esports career. Giroud heads it down. That's really good interplay, but Chukwueze just can't repay the favour. This is around the time I'd expect some substitutes, Alex.
Clapper is trying every time to go through by passes. He's not having the patience to control the ball and create more stuff by movement. And Serginho is completely controlling him.
It's almost a stark contrast in terms of what we saw from Dominator in the previous match. So comfortable and patient, knowing that the runners, the players, the numbers will come in your way.
The speed of Okafor is unstoppable. Yeah, he's going to go.
He's through 1-on-1.
That's it. That's completely what he was needing for. Clapper by into the game now. Just 1 goal down.
It is Okafor, the goal scorer. 20 minutes left in this second half. And there is the Clapped we were expecting to see in the first half. Has he got enough time now to try and get another goal at the very least?
Look at the speed. I mean, it's a simple throw pass, but he knew from before that the speed of Okafor, even at this minute of the game, is good enough to go over the defender. Well, I think it's what we needed for. Game on, guys. Game on.
That's what we want to see. Match number 6 of the live stream here, our second match of the console block here. We still have Group C and Group D to come after this, so we'll be seeing all 32 players in action that have qualified for the World Finals.
Well, now the momentum is on the side of Clappert. That after that goal, maybe he see the way of make some trouble the defense of Serginho. But Serginho keeps consistent. I think that goal, I think there were not that really much to do to defend that situation. Simply it was faster, Okafor, and we'll see. Great header.
Well,
almost.
Hadley too early on the run there. Nice idea, but it's going to be another question of mentality, of psychology, because Serginho sitting pretty at the top of this group with his 1-0 win against Irma early on. It's one of his first international tournaments, I believe, and started competing in the Colombian community tournaments. This is definitely a step up. This is the highest level of eFootball esports. Now, can you maintain this advantage? Clapped, coming forward. Oh, it's an equaliser.
The Portuguese is back, and wow.
5 minutes between the two goals, and we are all even now.
And now, simply impressive. Like, he was sleeping the whole game, and then he scored a goal, and what a reaction.
Comes to life. Finally, we're seeing Clapped live up to his potential, and with, what is that, 15 in-game minutes to go? We have chances for a winner for Clapped, a winner for Serginho. This could go either way.
Now, obviously, the momentum is on his side, but just himself personally, look, his movement are way more faster. Now with Pulisic into the game, Reinders, and then, yeah, you know, Olivier Giroud, great goal. And what a situation. No? Everything can change in a few moments. Harry, you know, this is eFootball. This is the highest competition of the World Finals. And, whoa, game on for both, eh? And we'll see if Serginho has something to say.
Clapped 2, Serginho 2. Coming back from 2 goals down, Clapped now is full of confidence, has definitely shaken off that missed input opportunity in the first half. And I have to say, Serginho in the second half hasn't really shown as much confidence as we saw in the first. Can he prove us wrong here if he wants to take the 3 points away from this match here in Group B? Final 10 in-game minutes approaching. Serginho coming forward.
It's something that happens in kind of game like this when you start. Oh, look at this one, Pulisic! Come on
the
look at that, Pulisic!
Sadly, runs into traffic.
That when you dominate so early, then it's difficult to keep playing at the same intensity the whole game. And in the other hand, Clappert is showing why he's so passionate when he competes at eFootball. It's like his momentum are so strong compared with the other opponents, and yeah, he's doing fantastically.
Headed down.
Oh, Leao, yes.
It's through in behind.
No
Could
way.
this be the winner?
Wow! Look at that.
Oh my word! From 2-0 down with 20 minutes to go. Clapped is in front now.
Wow. What a way to play the second half of Clap. It's like he was playing, let's say, horrible the full game until he scored with Okafor, and then beast mode, boom, until now. And we were looking for Leao. Finally, Rafael Leao making something for their team. Christian Pulisic from the bench scoring the winning goal for the moment.
3 goals in 15 minutes by the Portuguese.
That's it. I think Serginho, since the moment he was winning by 2 goals, he tried to slow down the pace, tried to control the game. But when he really needs to come back to really push again, he's not finding the same, intensity as the beginning of the game, because now he's facing a stronger Clappert, which is on fire. He's on fire right now.
That he is. I hate to keep coming back to it, but mentality, psychology, it's all a big part of eFootball.
Let me say the best thing, like he made the last goal in a complete different way than the full game. The whole game has been pushing for the left wing, and now he's finding solution in the right wing, and obviously unexpected for Serginho, and really fantastic finishing. Pulisic, wow, what a game. Probably the best we have seen during the whole day.
For the people at home, do you think that is an intentional tactic? Play down the left the whole time and then be able to, once your opponent's leaning that way, expecting the pass to go that way, go the other way?
No, I don't think it's improvise. It's improvising because at the end, at this level, you need to have the most possible resources to really impress to your opponent. And at this level, you need to be good enough to be able to improvise. And he's doing it so well. And look at that. Now 5 minutes left, and everything is on the hand of Clapper.
What a story we're seeing here at the eFootball Championship 2024 World Finals. From 2-0 down, looking down and out. Clapped MV is now moments away from a great victory. Has defending to do here, though. Serginho has 4 minutes to try and find himself an unlikely equaliser after leading for around 65 minutes in game. What has he got for us here? On the turn, stunning strike from distance, but there's just not enough time.
You need to go quickly forward, not to miss a ball.
Oh no!
That's over. Yeah.
Yeah, you see Serginho's reaction. He knew that ball had to go forward.
Really bad to control.
Unless we see an immediate dispossession here, Serginho will not see the points go his way. This has to go forward, and it's ticked over the 4th minute now. Will the referee be generous? It's still on here, and there is the final whistle. Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Clapped by MV from 2-0 down, wins 3-2. What a game we saw on the stage.
Fantastic victory.
Oh,
really necessary for his way on the group stage for Clapper by. The 3rd goal was a hell of a goal. Wow. It was really amazing. Look, what a comeback. Like from 0-2 to 3-2. And simply saying why he's here at the World Finals and say, hey, I want to go through the knockouts. And wow, impressive.
He's in contention still. As a contrast between what we saw in the first 4 games on the mobile platform, some maybe 2 shots throughout the entire 90 minutes, 13 shots between our 2 incredible finalists on the stage to make it to the World Finals. They're showing their
I can't wait to see the reaction of them there in the interview zone, because you know, the intensity is so important to keep the full game at the same level. And we say on Serginho's side that he wasn't able to keep that intensity, which at the beginning was amazing, but you know, the lack of it at the end was let's say the mistake, but at the end he has in front a fantastic opponent. So that's eFootball, and that's it at the highest level.
Absolutely. The man from Colombia. I think we'll be needing your translation duties here soon, Alex. I believe Kate is ready in the interview zone. We'll be hearing from our 2 players that just put on an incredible game there on the stage. Kate, let's go over to you.
So we have some questions for you. So how are you feeling, and can you Group C. Please give a warm welcome to the Arsenal Style. Versus the Palma. All right, players, please prepare for your match and good luck.
Yes, good luck indeed. Thank you to Kate, as well as our interpretation team, everyone we have here at the World Finals in Tokyo, making sure we can get the thoughts and pick the brains of the players who put on such great entertainment for us. That includes you, Alex. Thank you for your interpretation.
Oh, trying to get into the mind of the player, because, you know, it's like at the same time, people at home could think that they are just playing video games.
Yeah.
But inside those minds right now, their brains like going 100% boom, 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 like a, you know, like a, wow, like an engine. And it's fantastic to see themselves, how they express their feelings into the game. Wow, that's really fantastic to see. Now, moving into the Group C, last game,
Yep.
the Arsenal Style versus the Palma. What a match. It was my favorite game to watch from beginning, and now we have it, so I'm getting emotional.
You are licking your lips. You have a countryman here,
Yeah.
of course, the Palmer. Let's start talking about him. Of course, we've seen him represent professional clubs in the past, in the Pro League for FC Barcelona. We know what the Palmer is capable of. From my experience of watching and commentating over him, for Saul, I think it's always a question of which the Palmer is going to turn up.
Yeah, I think since his first appearance back in 2019 at the World Finals, being just a teenager, he's one of the rising stars. But right now, nowadays, he's not anymore. He's a star into the eFootball ecosystem at the highest esport level. And we always, as you say, he is one of the favorites. But he's someone that everyone is looking for, having great achievement. But it's like he needs that step into to be fighting for the World Championship. But well, we'll see. Now he's had a big chance coming into the last game with a really nice situation that a victory will send him into the knockouts tomorrow, into the semi-finals. So we'll see. But on the other hand, we have the Arsenal Style, which is a really fantastic player. He has been dominating the scene in Latam in recent years, and he came from winning the Liga BBVA in Mexico, and wow, what a player as well we have in front. He's really passionate. He used to play a really fan formation with 3 defenders his whole life, playing 3 at the back. And when people think that every year the game slightly change, and he keeps consistent playing at the highest level with that formation, and that's wow. What a player! What a player!
My kind of player. You know, if you're starting with 3 at the back, sure, you can pivot, you can change things on the fly, but your intention, you're telling your opponent, hey,
look,
I am going to come at you here. Here is how things stand in Group C at this moment in time. The Arsenal Style, you see, they're sadly no longer possible to qualify for the knockout stages tomorrow. Only the group winner can go through to the knockouts tomorrow. The Palmer has a chance here. As you said earlier, Alex, a win will see him through. How much pressure does that put on the Palmer? And of course, the Arsenal Style doesn't want to come home with 0 points.
Yeah, we will need confirmation after the game about how is the ending this group, because Jensui has to face Takaki in a side game.
Yes.
Because that result, because in case Jensui wins and Palma as well, we will have to look into the goal difference.
Tiebreakers, yeah.
Who qualify because they tie in their game, they draw. And we'll see. Is everything possible? Everything is still open? And we'll see what's going on in this fantastic game we are going to have in a few moments. A really fluid formation, tactics, and he plays so fast. They both play so fast. A lot of fake shot, a lot of super cancel with fake shot, with right movement quickly to make the space, to make lob through passing. No. These two are really so fun to watch.
I'm very much looking forward to it. We can talk about some of the qualification routes that these players took to get to the World Finals here in Tokyo. The Palmer, we've known him for representing Barcelona.
Exactly.
He came through the eFootball Open qualifier in the Europe and Africa region, I believe. makes you wonder if he has chosen a squad maybe that he prefers. He's obviously, if you go through the Open, you can choose the team. So it's obviously it's the same at every event, but through the club events, you're then, you know, if you commit yourself to, say, Manchester United, Bayern München, whichever club it is, you are then locked in to use that team here at the World Finals. I wonder if maybe the Palmer fancies himself as maybe going up against different clubs. Maybe there's something to read.
Let me say he's a kind of player who loves to be at the edge every time, because I think if I remind well, the 3 times he has reached the World Final, he has qualified in the very last tournament, in the very last spot possible to qualify. And it was like, every year was like, man, you're not going to make it this year. He made it. And the same happened in 2019, last year as well this year, because he qualified through the regionals in the very last spot available to qualify. And well, he's a fantastic player. We will remind the result. Palma has won over Takaki by 2-0 on his first game.
That's
and
not
also
easy to
he
do.
drew versus, let's say, Jinsui. Sorry, 1-1.
Dig into the formations then, Alex.
Yep.
This is where you love to analyse. And yeah, you can see the Arsenal style there still sticking to his 3 at the back.
People at home, you will not see someone as Arsenal playing like that. This is the only one at the highest level being able to play at the maximum possible capabilities with 3 defenders. On the other hand, we have Palma, which are differently, I think setup is really small, because with the formation of Palma, it's a potentially 4-3-3, but he's used to have, or usually looking for more control in the midfield, packing Saka as a right wing to have like a more open the starting build-up and then create from there. Obviously, so interesting. The big-time Martinelli and Kai Havertz are their references on top. And we'll see. Similar players, completely different way of play. So we'll see. It's so interesting to watch this game.
Absolutely. As you said, I mean, 2 very separate, very different, contrasting ways to set up the same team. We will see Arsenal versus Arsenal.
So, I want to mention that the good thing, which is like every player he have his own identity into the game. Like, because in video games we see different way to play it, but let's go for it. Last game of this Group C, Arsenal style versus Palma.
Yes, it's Mexico versus Spain on the stage. Arsenal style in the home strip, and the away strip will be controlled by the Spaniard, and Jesus can find Martinelli! And it took just 2 minutes for the Arsenal style to score the first goal of this match. It's Martinelli.
Yeah, what an explosive start of the game for Arsenal style. He played everything to that through pass into the Gabriel Jesus. Once he won it, completely the defense lineup was completely destroyed of Palma, and that's the key point. Gabriel Jesus and that through pass for Martinelli, it was, right? And great goal, fantastic way to start the game.
Well, this could throw a real spanner in the works for the Palmer's chance of qualification, don't forget, because Jinsui and him, similar result against each other and similar places in the group table at the moment.
The fun fact is like all the Japanese rooting for Arsenal style, because a victory for him is potentially opening the option.
Oh, the Palmer
Takaki,
trying to get an immediate response, and he does so!
They don't let us to explain anything. Harry, boom and boom. They have a big time left foot into the net. Wow, what an equalizer, just 3 minutes.
3 minutes and 2 goals. Yeah, strap yourselves in, folks. I think we're going to see lots of goals here. And over the years of watching the Palmer, you know he wants to attack and he wants those goals.
Both are doing so nice that quick off. A little bit, not uncomfortable at all. Arsenal style, letting some spaces in by the middle. And Kai Havertz, great control, great definition. Nothing for David Raya. Great response for Palma. I think, it's so important because, starting losing by an early goal, and then if you don't react quickly, you start to have some doubts. So, great timing for reaction.
Well, 2 goals already in just 3 minutes. We've barely had, as you said, Alex, a chance to explain or introduce our players. These guys are just absolute gunslingers. And, well, we could see another chance here. Havertz to Smith Rowe. Jesus looking to try and feed Havertz again, but that is not going to work that time around. So from the Arsenal Styles attack now into maybe a chance for the Palmer to move forward. This one called back though for a foul.
Now this game is like I'm living it like if I'm playing instead of them. Okay, I know that both of the players so well, and I'm seeing more or less the passes they are gonna do. No, but you know, it's fun to watch it from outside. Look at that,
Martinelli here for the
Great
Palmer.
ball,
Lovely
1-2
1-2,
and he scores.
He tucks it away, the Palmer.
Oh, this is the Palmer I wanted to see from before. What a comeback, what a turnover into the game. Right after 10 minutes, 3 goals we have seen. Wow, 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 wow. Amazing.
It's two gunslingers on the stage showing they want to go for goals. It's just dispossessed in the midfield, and well, the Palmer makes the Arsenal style pay.
Yeah, you know, right. Lost the possession. The counter was completely amazing and fast of Palma. 1-2 passes between Havertz and Martinelli, and clinical finish. That first time shot of Gabriel Martinelli, the Brazilian.
Well, from 1-0 down to 2-1 up, it's a great comeback, but not the most cinematic one, because it's only been 10 minutes, Alex. The Palmer is
And look at this one.
Now Jesus with the super cancel to try and dupe the defense, but the Palmer able to come away with the ball.
That's the great thing at the highest level, Harry. That some players makes you believe that every chance is going to be goal, but you know, it's so difficult to defend every action of these two players. So difficult.
Well, these are key phases of the game to look out for. Who can win the second ball? Who can retain possession? That time around, it's the Palmer, but oftentimes, especially if you see the ball one back in the opposition half, you'll see a really good chance come following that. That's something we'll see throughout the day. That's true on both mobile and console. Now, the Palmer, 3 points here would be really vital to securing a berth into the knockout stages tomorrow.
Saka for Palma. It's so interesting to see the easy way on which Arsenal style create his chances. No, the superiority that he can create, dragging opponents with his super offensive formation, just with 3 defenders at the back.
Well, it's going to be a free kick here again in an identical position, maybe a little bit more central for the Palmer. And as you said, 3 defenders can be fun to play with. Martinelli, that's a wonderful ball. I think Tomiyasu stuck a foot in, and
I love to see that. I love to see that set pieces. Look at that. Wow. That through pass to Martinelli. Oof, almost there. Great block in the very last moment of Tomiyasu, the big time Tomiyasu.
It'll be an outswinger towards the man you were just talking about. Martinelli unable to secure that one. Ben White into Jorginho!
Sensational, simply sensational. I mean, it's clear. If you don't clear the ball and you let your opponent play into the box, oh, it's really difficult to defend it. That's it. That's it.
3-1 to the Palmer. And when you consider he conceded first, in the second, third minute of the match, this is a real statement of intent that, hey, if you give me an inch in this group, I'm going to take a mile. I'm going to take several of them.
Okay, so it's a key point for Palma, because he needs to win this game, but you know, at the early point of the game, be winning by 2 goals. I think he will give him more freedom in the terms of build up their chances and to defend the Arsenal style. We'll see. It's just early at the first half. Everything is possible, but we'll see the pressure at the venue, because you know, from this last match day, we're gonna know who's gonna go through the knockouts for tomorrow.
We will definitely know by the end of the day, but it's a key point. While we figure out the tiebreakers, you have to remember like goals scored, goal difference may come into play. So the Palmer might be thinking, hey, I need as many goals as I can here, as well as that
the rebound. Martinelli is getting all the rebounds. Not finally. Pinchenko. Overrun of Arsenal style. Maybe trying to get some space in the score, but maybe too quickly. No, he needs to gain some calm. Try to rebuild his chances, because you know, right now he's not finding solution.
Sadly for the Arsenal style, he hasn't really threatened too much of the Palmer's goal since scoring his opener in just the 3rd minute of the match. Here is Kai Havertz for the Spaniard, the Palmer. 51%, if I remember correctly, thought the Arsenal style would come away with a result here. At this point in time, it looks unlikely, but plenty of eFootball still to be played.
Oh, mistake from Palma. Havertz, faster than Tomiyasu. He was trying to open the blank on the left side for his left foot, but then appeared the defender. Now Saka with spaces. Look at that.
Yeah, that far side. Saka, oh, that's a penalty.
He was quite off time in that tackle of Arsenal style. And we'll see if the ref award with the yellow or the red card.
Yes, sent off Declan Rice. Saka steps up. Oh, it's saved by Raya. So the penalty not converted. Smith Rowe though, byline towards Havertz. Can't win that header. Confirmation, the Arsenal style down to 10 men. Declan Rice sent off.
That could be a game changer. The red card plus a goal, but well saved by the Raya of Arsenal style. But anyway, now without send off of Declan Rice, let's say he's one of the most important players of Arsenal. That DMF for control the midfield is so important. Now without him, oh my God, it's a difficult task.
Yeah, the Englishman is an enforcer for the North London club. He's so important, as you said, that DMF role, protect the back four, or in the Arsenal style's case, the back three. But he's coming forward now.
Not over the first half.
As you say, still in the first half.
We'll have one more, maybe, Harry? Yes, looks like yes.
Yeah, maybe one more attack here for the Palmer. Offside. And Martinelli is offside. You saw it early, as did the linesman. Wasted no time raising his flag. But I have a question. I know it's probably not often you play with 3 at the back, but when you go down to 10 men, usually if you're playing a 4 at the back, 5 at the back, usually it's a defender who gets sent off. When you're playing 3 at the back, is it really going to be something that the Arsenal style is going to notice? Because, yeah, sure, it's his DNF, but there's no defenders lost.
He still have pack, his central line, so we still have the way to defend, obviously, which is impossible to recover. Is Declan Rice. No, his role into your team is so important. So without him, it's completely a really difficult task. Great situation for Palma, but we are now. It's still not over. And just not the fact to win, which is important, is the amount of goals.
Oh, Martinelli! Stunning strike to start the half.
So I think it's the right position to Palma to keep pushing, because as many goals as he can score, it will be more option to him to qualify for tomorrow.
Tomiyasu at the front post. Second ball, third ball, won. And saved.
David Raya is giving a fantastic performance. Saving Arsenal start from many chances.
Lays it off here to Kai Havertz!
Yeah, simple sensational, Palma. Simple sensational. I mean, he's finding the way to connect between their striker, Kai Havertz, once again, big time. He's connecting so well between the Havertz and Martinelli, and if not, on secondary line, Saka is going forward so alone most of the time, so simple sensational.
He's such a valuable player item to have. That, as you said, big time Kai Havertz is finishing, his physicality as well. He's always in the right place, right time. The play from the Palmer, fantastic.
Wow.
But the finish, left foot tucks it into the corner, had to be done, and did so emphatically. That's
fantastic. Yeah, fantastic.
4-1 now.
Yeah, wow. Dramatic result for the chances of the rest of the player in this Group C. But, you know, this is the high competition. I mean, Palmer is looking good, but it's not over. Let's see what's going to be the final result.
Jorginho there sticks a foot in for the Palmer, and a reminder, of course, the Arsenal
Palmer has learned from the first half
as well. Gabriel Martinelli now trying to find the Palmer's 5th.
Palmer played the kickoff with full defensive because he learned it from the first situation. Maybe you sometimes, those little details, you miss it because you are not focused at all, or maybe you are thinking different ways, and well, Now he's trying to manage it well.
Or into the feet of Jesus here for the Arsenal style, and well, tries to curl it into that bottom corner. David Raya, though, saw it from quite a distance.
Yeah, less the kickoff at the beginning of the game, quite shy. The offensive of Arsenal style. Maybe it's because Palma is controlling him so well, the defense.
Well, Bukayo Saka here on the near side has Gabriel for company. That's good shepherding away, though. I was going to say Kai Havertz is on a hat-trick in the middle. Martinelli tries to find a man on a hat-trick, but for the Arsenal style, still has half an hour in game of his 2024 World Finals. Of course, we would love to try and come away with some points, but would need 3 goals without reply against the Palma, who is searching for as many goals as he can. Martinelli over the top into Kai Havertz. If he can control it, he's on a hat-trick!
That's it.
It's 3 for Kai Havertz.
The Spaniard is on fire. Look at the card with the cup of Kai Havertz. It looks so fun, isn't it?
The backwards hat, the big-time card for the big-time occasion.
Man,
Kai Havertz, 3 goals.
He's getting into the defense like a rocket every time. No, he's unstoppable. I think it's been an impossible task for Arsenal style. Nothing more to say. He's not finding the solution, and Palma is pushing the same way every time. And great pass. Look at the one.
With this lofted through ball, even if you have a defender near you, I think there's no way, whether it's Saliba, whether it's Tomiyasu giving chase. Once Kai Havertz, especially that big-time player item, has his body between the defender and the ball, there's very, very few defenders in the game at the moment that can make that recovery.
It's a difficult task for Palma. Is clearly keep pushing, because against 10 players, with that red card of Declan Rice for Arsenal style, maybe going a bit defensive, but you know, I mean, I don't want to be in the position of Arsenal style right now, facing his last game at these World Finals. All of defense for the kickoff for Palma, well defended, and keep going, Harry, keep going. It's not over. 65. Palma needs as many goals as possible to secure his spot into the semi-final, but we'll see. Everything is possible already.
Well, the Arsenal style trying to conjure something up here, but since his goal in the 3rd minute, going down to 10 men especially, losing Declan Rice in the first half, it's been difficult for him to get a foothold in this game, and truth be told, in this tournament here today. Ødegaard here for the Palma. Here's the man already on a hat-trick. Tomiyasu has him for company that time. Tomiyasu is able to make that tackle and subsequent clearance, but something tells me we've not seen the best of the Arsenal style here at the 2024 World Finals. We know what he is capable of, and sadly, some days you turn up to a tournament and results, performances, external factors don't go your way. This is sumptuous football, though, by the Palma. Ødegaard across.
It's so smooth. I know what it is to play against this version of the Palma.
Oh, Ødegaard beats his man.
When he's so confident, sometimes it makes you get out of the game completely mentally. You know, he's confident, passes 1-2 passes, turn, fake shot, super cancel. He's playing comfortable, and against him, and this situation is really difficult.
Tomiyasu once again able to head that one on, and the question that we did pose to, well, I suppose to the audience at home, people watching, we know the Palma and his potential. It's about which version of him turns up. We're seeing in this match especially, he looks hungry to make the knockout stages tomorrow, and if he can continue this style of performance, if he makes it there, I would not want to match up against him tomorrow in the knockout stages.
But his weakness has always been his mentally, because if he are strong enough to face these kind of opportunities, kind of World Finals, he's able, because you know, tactically and in terms of skill, he could be one of the skiller players around the world by far.
Oh,
but look at this, Trossard.
Turn provider for Trossard.
Yep.
6-1. It's a 5-goal margin here at the World Finals, and the Palma has put on a show.
No, it's the Palma, and wow, what a performance he's giving to us here at the main stage. He was needing to win in the last game, but he's winning by 5 goals. Impressive, completely impressive. Great goal, because he had enough space to keep running, but you know, Trossard, long range cooler, boom, easy into the net.
Unselfish Hazard as well there, providing the assist, the through ball. That goes to show how versatile that big time player Wrighton can be in the game.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing his cards and he's doing so well. I feel bad for Arsenal type and everyone who is not gonna make it in this group. Happened what it happened at the end of this group C, because all the 4 players are really amazing.
Absolutely.
And when they are draw in the same group, only one will win.
And Ketia dribbling through. This would be a wonderful goal. Oh. You could see what he was going for there. A cheeky smile from the Mexican on the
he
stage.
made the most difficult thing, but then the last decision was completely wrong. No.
Into the box now. Kai Havertz. He's scored a hat-trick on the other side.
Maybe a normal shot will be good enough at that point.
Well, after an amazing run, you know the game is probably out of your reach. Definitely the result. Why not try and score for style points, if not for actual points? Here's Bukayo Saka. Good cross towards Nketiah. Trossard steps in. He scored moments earlier. And Havertz, this time dispossessed, but he has been the MVP for the Parma. And we're in the 3rd minute of 3 added on. And what more can you say? Congratulations to the Palmer. He finishes his group campaign almost. It's not full time yet, still an offside. But he will finish his group campaign with 3 points against the Arsenal style. A show of appreciation from the crowd. He still looks very focused, and he now awaits to see his fate in this group. Obviously, we still need to see how results are going elsewhere.
Yeah, no, we can confirm what's going on finally at this Group C. We're gonna wait out further official confirmation. Look at the stats: 11 on 3 for Arsenal style. Outstanding performance, Arsenal style, which after that kickoff we were expecting like, wow, what a way to start the game. But then after that one, maybe he had like 1-2 chances to really make a goal, but overall it wasn't at the level of Palma in this game. Well, well done by Palma, great result, and we'll see.
We'll see the results of Group C confirmed a little bit later on once we know 100% exactly how it's going to shake out. You're going to be needed on double translation duty very soon, my friend. Of course, we had your countryman, the Palmer, there. You know him well, but also the Mexican, the Arsenal star. He aims to become a world champion one day. We'll hear from him now. Over to Kate, as we will hear from both of our players.
Okay, here we go. So we have questions for you. Please give a warm welcome to Real Fabiano 93. Versus Udi. All right, players, please prepare for your match and good luck.
Yes, thank you very much, Kate, for getting us where we need to be. It's going to be the world champion, the reigning world champion, returning to the scene of the crime here, Alex.
I think everyone was looking for seeing himself back again at the stage. You know, FC Bayern representative versus the reigning world champion. From one hand, Real Fabiano with no chances to go through because this is very result coming into the last game with just 1 point. And in the other hand, Udi at the moment with 3 points in the third position, but with a lot of chances to go through. So we'll see. It's interesting to see Udi. No, the last year, I mean, all we knew that he performed fantastically, outstanding performance to become world champion, and he's becoming one of the best players in the recent years. And we'll see today if he keeps on the same level, the same shape as last year.
Yeah, you can see them there, of course. You touched upon it. The Frenchman Real Fabiano won the Bayern München club event at the Allianz Arena. He's eager to win as many trophies as he possibly can. No doubt they will come at future tournaments. Marseille was so impressed by him back in the Allianz. He put on a real show, had some tough and stiff competition to beat out there and was able to do so to make it to this stage. So this by no means is going to be an easy game for the reigning world champion Udi.
Yeah, let's review the result. Udi won over Takeman by 2-0, 2-0, and also he has lost by as well the same result, 2-0 versus Nicanor, the Peruvian player, which really is on top, on pole position before the last match day with 4 points, and facing, let me with 4 points and facing, let me say, Takeman in the last game to have a spot into the knockouts. Shocking result, having Nicanor at third position and Takeman in second. Seeing how tough was the group, but we'll see. I mean, surprises now. The prediction, 53% for Real Fabiano for the Frenchman, for 47 for Udi. Impressed, you know. I mean, what's going on? I think it's impressed.
Something tells me there's a lot of Bayern fans maybe up past their bedtime. It's very, very early in the morning back in Europe, so make sure you.
I think people is waking up at home in Europe, and then they are on live now, rooting for his player, and yeah, it's a good time. You know, waking up, weekend. Some breakfast, some churros.
Yeah, what a way to start your day, the World Finals broadcast.
No, I remember when I was starting competing, Harry, kind of those days at the World Finals, like I had no plans. The plan was to watch the World Finals, and well, it was my dream, and I made it. To go through, to be in the World Final for me was something special, something I was dreaming for, and well, I think the same for all the players who are right there on the stage playing for his country, for his community, because at the end they are representing them, no? Yes. So I think that's so cool to how the World Finals, how those players can reunite the community to rooting for her at this world stage.
Absolutely, and it's so fun. You mentioned, of course, you were inspired by the World Finals. You would clear your schedule, you would watch it. Hopefully it's inspiring people at home to participate. We had, what was it, almost 40 million people try and qualify for this stage of the competition this year. Hopefully we can improve on that number next year, and you are inspired at home. eFootball, free to play, so you can have yourself a chance at being broadcasted and commentated by us, and maybe you could be the reason next year that people in Europe or wherever they are in the world are staying awake. Group D, match number 8 of today. This marks, the end of this would be halfway through the matches today, Alex. The group stages have been cutthroat, and you mentioned it just then. So many surprises here today. We knew at the start of the day with this amount on the line at stake, we can see surprises, and we've seen it today.
Completely. So it's like, from the fact that most of the favorites were in the same group, in this group C we have seen one game before, the rest had the chance to really perform, to go into the knockouts. I'm not saying they are less than the ones for the group C, because let's say all the 16 could beat us so easily right now, Harry. But I think sometimes you need to approach those opportunities, no? Because you know from beginning which are the favorites before the tournament, and when you see they are not in your group, it's like, man, it's your moment. Yeah. Because now you get into the semi-final tomorrow, and it's a different story. You are just two games ahead to become world champion. Yeah. So the most difficult part is today for all the players. Obviously, it's the world final. We are seeing surprises in the mobile, on console, but it's not finished. It's not over already in the group stage.
Yeah, we can take a quick look at the formations. I want to come to you very quickly, Alex, but before I do, tomorrow's going to be fun because we will have extra time and penalties if necessary. Classic knockout football for the knockout stages. But here is Bayern's representative, Real Fabiano, going up against Udi, the reigning world champion from Japan.
Yeah, it's a different task for Fabiano. It's impressive the way to play with out wide. It's not really common to play with. It's difficult sometimes to play against out wide game styles. Anyway, he has a fantastic player, Choupo-Moting on top, and the big time Joshua Kimmich, Jamal Musiala, and Alphonso Davies. That Alphonso Davies is so cool. Wow. And probably the best keeper in the whole tournament. Manuel Neuer, 100 overall, is really amazing. And on the other hand, Udi, for the ones here, I'm sure, and the one at home, all of us remember him winning the World Championship last year with Manchester United. This year, playing with Arsenal, with those Kai Havertz big time, Martinelli this time as a left midfielder, which is impressive. But you know, it's his game style. And on the other hand, instead of the right winger, AMF, Martin Odegaard, and we'll see how it's going on. Even if the collective strength is weaker of Udi, that Arsenal team is so fun to use, and it's been the most common team between the players today's World Finals.
Definitely fun to see the difference in tactics and where players like to kind of supplement and attack. I expect, as you see there throughout that formation, you mentioned it, that the left side for Udi is going to be the way to go, because obviously Odegaard playing AMF is going to be more central.
Yeah, practically it's so impressive because, for example, Japanese players used to play way different than the rest of the world. They used to take advantage from formation, especially by the wings, which is not really common on console, yes, on mobile. And we'll see if Udi is able to win the last game of his World Finals 2024 edition.
Well, it is now underway. Real Fabiano in the all-red of Bayern München. He won the tournament and won the right to represent this club outright at the Allianz Arena earlier on this year. With Arsenal, it will be Udi on
at this point.
Changed yellow strip.
No one wants to lose at the stage, you know. You have a unique opportunity to be on the live stream worldwide for your family, for your friends, for your community. And even if you have no chance, look at this one.
Lovely ball to Havertz.
Almost there.
From Havertz, I should say, to
You know what, Harry? Which skill doesn't have Gabriel Jesus? First time shot. And he shot at first. And, you know, it's not accurate. It's not accurate. Sometimes with him, it's just better to control. And the long-range shooter using it, and it's way better. Oh, well, great chance for Udi. Let's see. No, I think he would have pushed from the beginning.
Well, opening 10 minutes, as you said, he's already had a really good chance with Jesus. Wow, look at this, Kai Havertz. It's that big-time card again. Can he finish?
What a
save.
save.
Good save by Neuer. Manuel Neuer called into action.
I mean, Udi has made a fantastic detail. I will let you know after that one. He throw out his defense line to force the offside, and when he get back the ball, he made a fantastic counter-attack for Real Fabiano. Wow, so smart that from Udi.
Kingsley Coman inside to
Great defense.
Kimmich is, as you said, greatly defended by Udi. He wants to become a legend by repeating his feat this year that he was able to last year. Back-to-back world champion has a very nice ring to it for Udi. And I suppose in parts, he wants to prove to the world that last year was no mistake. It was no fluke. He deserved to be world champion. Can he do it again this year? Kai Havertz now inside to Jesus, tries to turn, but defended stoutly by Fabiano. It will come back at his defence, though. Martinelli back to Havertz!
That's it.
1-0 for Udi. His aim is to lift that trophy behind him tomorrow in the knockout stages. He's doing well so far. Tested Neuer once or twice. Threatened his goal,
Brilliant.
definitely, but tucks this one home. Absolutely perfect.
That's a different story here at the stage, at the venue. You know, all people cheering for the Japanese. And big applause for Udi. Great goal, taking the lead in a crucial moment for his performance here at the group stage. Well done, well done.
It's yet another goal for
It's a
Kai
really
Havertz.
similar situation than Palma before. Harry, you need to win your game and then wait other result to see if you go through or not. So we'll see. The response for Fabiano.
Is there a response? Tries to get it to Coleman, I believe, on that far side. Ben White. Excuse me, I think it may have been Davies, but either way, look at this width here. We said Martinelli on the left would be someone to look out for. It's Kai Havertz, just pressured by Upamecano. Couldn't get his turn and control away.
He needed an extra touch to really open the angle for the shot.
Choupo-Moting. Here,
No.
25 minutes gone.
There's no guy really tight spaces with that high defensive line of Udi. He wanted to defend in the half and not to concede many space to his opponent. Look at that. He's throwing out his defense line every time.
Well, he's going to have some defending to do. Kingsley Coman.
Great ball.
That's a good ball to
But
but sadly, too much pace on it. And as we approach the half-an-hour mark, it's Udi 1 and Fabiano 0. Kai Havertz, again, a central piece of the puzzle, and that's why so many players like to use Arsenal. Udi here inside with Jesus. It's Kim, though, putting in an important tackle in his own box for the Frenchman, Real Fabiano. Declan Rice carries the ball forward. Good pace on that. Delict was there close to Jesus, and the recovery tackle is done incredibly well. Kimmich now in his own half.
We got another different result on Group A on console. Indominator 2, Fute Fácil 2.
Oh,
So great result for the Dutch, keeping Hiv alive, and just Fute Fácil was the first game has played, so still having chances. But yeah, great result for the Dutch player.
we'll keep an eye on all the groups happening, of course, across both mobile and console here at the World Finals. Plenty of games to be played, 16 for each platform in terms of participants who qualified here, so 32 players total. And they are 32 of the very best worldwide.
On mobile, Chomkata, the Group C of mobile, has won over Jax, the North American player.
Wow, that's a big shock.
Yep, big shock. Putting Chomkata with C on 6 point before his last match day.
Well, that would keep his fate in his own hands going into his final group game. We'll, for now, as we approach half-time here, talk about what Udi has put on display here in his home country, here in Tokyo at the Konami headquarters. The referee blows the whistle for half-time. Wow, Fabiano is a strong opponent, but Udi, with that clinical finish with Kai Havertz, sees himself in the lead here at half-time.
There's a point that we need to analyze, like play against Bayern Munich is super difficult because he's practically the best defender, the best keeper. So get into it is so difficult.
Goretzka as well in front of the back four.
Yep. So and Udi is making a great effort to go to pass those defenders. Yeah, he's dominating the game. Just one goal up for sure, but he's doing his job. He's win the last game and then wait the other result.
Well,
we'll see.
Half-time has been and gone. Some changes for Raul Fabiano of Bayern München. For now, has defending to do. Havertz with maybe not the best connection on that one for Rudy.
Looking for the first time shot of Havertz. But it was really forced, no? Harry was like almost falling in the floor.
The ball was almost behind him when he struck it, so definitely had to improvise. Zinchenko, though, oh, that could have been wonderful to find the run. We can talk a little bit about these players' inspirations while Fabiano tries to bring it forward with Koeman. Udi says he's inspired by fellow Japanese competitor Maya Geka. And of course, he's also qualified for the World Finals. Maya Geka is such an inspiration, almost a trailblazer, you could say, for Japanese winning 11 eFootball PES players for so long. And on the other side, Fabiano is inspired by real-life players, Messi and Mbappe. Would love to see him manifest the skills of those superstars, and has a chance to with this attack. Gnabry finds Tell, and there you go! Fabiano showing his level. It's an equaliser here on the stage, and that could be very detrimental to Udi's qualification.
I was close to say, Harry, don't get over-relaxed with Fabiano, because if you remind how Fabiano performed at the FC Bayern club event, it was outstanding. And, you know, it is true that it's the first attempt he had in the whole game. But, you know, first of all, boom, goal. And great equalizer. Great run by Gnabry. Looking into the middle, that through pass to Matthew Stell. Great finishing. You know, was unexpected, but proving why is he here at the World Finals.
He is showing his potential here. And sadly for Udi, as we said, that could really throw a spanner in the works.
Yeah. To remind that Real Fabiano has draw versus Nicanor, the Peruvian player, and then lost to Takeman by 2-1. That's what in the match day 2. So that game against Takeman, the Japanese player, made him without option to go through the knockouts, but he's still here fighting till the very last moment to make proud his family, his friends, his community, all the ones who are rooting for him.
And as he should, as we said, it's 16 of the very best players in the world that have qualified on both console and another 16 for mobile here at the World Finals. Fabiano is amongst those 16 best, so he definitely wants to do those people proud, as you mentioned, but already has.
All people now at the stage in the streaming are looking for a reaction from the reigning world champ Udi, which is just 20 minutes ahead to be out of the world final. It will be a great shock here in Japan, and we'll see. He has to react, he has to do something. He needs a victory, and even if it's possible by the biggest amount of goals possible. So we'll see. Let's call all the people here at the studio to rooting for him. The country-mate Udi, the reigning world champ, needs all the support now.
That he does. So much pressure, and he will know exactly, Udi, how the table was shaking up going into this match against Raul Fabiano, and he will also know what he needs from this game.
It's a difficult situation to be, you know. At the end, as a player, as a competitor, you want to reach the last match day just depending on yourself, no? When you depend on other, it's a difficult task to deal with, because, you know, you maybe make you not to play with the freedom that you usually play with. And obviously, Fabiano is a really difficult task to play at the last match day. He's a really solid player. And, well, we'll see. We'll see. It's still open for everyone. Everyone wants to win. And we'll see. If the substitution